in frame, and I have something special to show you.
Probably actually get on Roll20.
You should.
Yeah, hang on.
Well, that just ruined the surprise.
It's kind of a map.
Well,
Oh shit, we're gonna die.
Oh no! Wow.
Another combat so soon?
It really puts into perspective how many people we've hired now.
it does, yeah. That's why I wanted to do it.
Oh shit, you made a map. Well, now I feel stupid.
It's not a map. This is just a point not map.
It's fine.
This is absolutely no substitute for a good map. It just gives us a way of looking at who all you have, because there are a lot of names now. Puts pictures up there and lets you move people about. The barracks are separated into those 3 groups, and those are about the 3 shifts. I see that Nemesis's room has already been labeled. Very good.
Vandalized.
I'm vandalized. It's my room. I did it.
Sure.
Oh, I should have gotten a whole bunch of little scrap metal icons and filled the room with that.
Hilarious.
No, I'll be sure to be going through the ones that are in my room very quickly after this shopping spree.
Yeah, I imagine you will.
Not even gonna. Well, I mean, I've technically. Let me see. How many would I subtract here?
Wait, where's Pratt?
I'm pretty certain I would easily go through all of them though.
Pratt is over there in the lab.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't have a surname for some reason.
Oh, is it Jonas Pratt?
It is, yeah.
Oh.
The originals didn't have surnames on the Pog because having, as you can see from all the others, having the full name there is very, very long. As you guys get to use and employ these NPCs, I will be removing their last names, or whatever name you don't call them. Basically, if you all call them by their last names, then I'll keep the last names on there.
So I have 2 questions.
Mhm.
Why is Libra not in Android charging, and why is Scotty in group seating?
Because we forgot about Lisa, and Lisa was not going to be staying in the barracks. So, if you want to kick somebody else out of their private quarters,
Libra. She's an android. What does she need private quarters for?
she was given private room.
So yeah, I'm assuming it was we were doing inventory on our room with all the new hires. It's like, wait, Libra has a private quarter?
She at one point tried to move out of it and was told no.
By who? Oh, probably android.
It was probably
No, it
because
was Jai.
Probably because the Nova situation.
It was, there was several things going on there, I believe.
She does not have a problem with going to with using the Android charging stations. She doesn't need a room.
All right, who are we trying to give a room now?
Scotty.
Scotty. Look, we don't want the guy in charge of sending our people off to their deaths to get too close to him, you know?
There you
Pardon
go.
my blindness, but are we missing the rock?
I don't have him on here because he doesn't have a proper pog yet. That will be determined.
Which means that he's leaving us.
It's determined whether he stays with you or not.
It's too bad. I like the rock.
You guys are the ones that, out of character, wanted him to go back to the planet.
Then convince him to stay. All you have to do is convince him to stay.
Look, just because I like a character doesn't mean that I don't also want the benefits of having that character wherever they're supposed to be. So I have a follow-up question.
Okay.
Does the workshop have beds in it?
No.
Do they sleep in the barracks?
Yeah, they also have a barracks room that they all share. Okay. You've got more than 3 barracks sections. Well, it's going to depend on what the map looks like when it's drawn. But the Raza does need to be able to house 200 people, so it's going to have several barracks rooms, in my opinion.
Yeah, we're not filling this thing up anytime soon.
We're not what?
I said we're not filling this thing up anytime soon.
Please don't hire 150 more people. I don't want to have to make 150 more faces.
Let's hire 150 more people then.
We don't have the money to hire 150 more people.
Do we not?
Not for more than a day.
It depends, actually.
You just hire 150 20 credit per day security.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it would actually cost more to arm them than to hire them.
So that's 3,000 a day.
Isn't our armory fully stocked now, at least for weapons?
Yeah, it is. It is.
I mean, and I'm pretty sure an armory event on a ship is supposed to be able to outfit the whole crew, right?
Yeah, that's why I took a whole ton of the weapons that you got and said, all right, this is going towards your armory.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So
we could arm that many people. It doesn't cost any extra, actually.
It would be a waste.
I don't know. It would cut into our profits, but
Jai could personally hire 150 20 credit security for about half a year.
Look, the next time we have a problem, what we're going to do is we're going to hire somebody to take care of it for us.
Yeah.
We're going to hire some shadow runners. I don't know. Have we done that?
I mean, you've got some level 1 guards here. They're pretty competent.
Are we transitioning into being Johnsons? Is that the stage of the game we're at?
Yeah. Look, he already said he wanted us to become faction heads or whatever, so, you know.
Just getting a head start on it. Getting the practice in.
That's right.
Put my toe in.
All right. So what are we doing?
So you guys are currently on Discipline Station. You've been given the brochure, which is a very quick and simplified. This is the do's and don'ts of your time on this station, with more in-depth details and guidelines on if you're wanting to interact with anybody but the shop vendors or the station security, or if you want to go down to Planet. They are trying, this brochure, this guide is trying to prepare you as well as it can, including the knowledge that some people just will not speak to you unless you're speaking Sengoku.
Speaking it well, or
well, it's kind of loose on that. It's more saying that they're only going to speak to you in Sengoku. If you can understand them and interact with them, it's probably okay.
No, get a translator to work for Sengoku.
Honestly, that's about typical for going a lot of places. So, also Jai does speak Sengoku.
It doesn't help us.
It actually works fine if he goes with Zoe for most of this stuff, which he kind of needs to because he has some personal project things he wants to try selling to people anyway. So
yep, you guys expressed a you basically expressed a desire to make this a selling episode.
More or less, I guess.
going to the market.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gonna sell some data.
So, we listed several things here. You're not going to be able to do very much on Discipline Station. The general what you can get done here is just refueling. Can't even have maintenance done here. Refueling and resupplying in a general sense. Are you guys going to try and get that authorization, get permission to go down to the planet?
Yeah.
All right. Of course, you go to the office for planetary affairs and are asked what reason you have for going down to the planet. First asked, of course, what ship you came in on. They look at the reasons you already gave flight control as you were being instructed to dock. And they ask you what reasons you have for going down to the planet again.
No, it's mostly to move a not insignificant quantity of cargo.
They look over the cargo manifest transmitted, along with when you transmitted to your crew manifest and got the docket instructions. Was the cargo manifest that you transmitted accurate?
No.
Is there? Well, I mean, it's not going to include it's not going to include, say, a white hole bomb or anything, which is technically part of our cargo. But
fair. What else have you excluded from that list?
Let me look at the list. Jeez, it's been a while since I looked at it.
Well, I guess we don't need to go into too much depth on the bureaucracy of this.
Anything that's obviously fucking illegal?
I don't
to the characters, at least.
I don't think you have anything that's obviously illegal.
Okay.
Aside from the white hole bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, and
I would have listed our fucking like super cars and motorcycles as cars and motorcycles, not
right. We're not listing the, say, like the Necrovis or the zombie plague stuff.
Okay.
But
yeah, that's not really cargo. That's like explosives that you have in the workshop. You don't have to tell them about that. So that's not illegal to leave that off.
So I don't think there's anything in our cargo we really need to keep off.
The jade statue with fishhook is not cargo. It's an art piece.
Yeah, I think we can make the argument that that's not actually cargo. But
how pissed was The Rock when he saw that? Well, Harry. Let's call him by his real name.
Did he see it?
Harry, when he saw that.
Has he seen it?
Yeah. Have you shown it to him?
I mean, it's just in the cargo bay.
Yeah,
this place isn't that big.
He hasn't been wandering around.
Okay, well then, no, I haven't showed it to him on purpose.
He's pretty much stuck to the galley, bunks, and the wreck area.
Yeah, I don't see anything on here that should get us in trouble. Can I like roll a trade check to preemptively we got rid of anything that was going to get us in trouble?
Sure. Let me actually look at the list there with you then.
Because is the fact that we have an armory a problem?
Yeah,
Nope.
like my character knows things that me, Xander, doesn't know. Let's see here. Trade.
The weapon. I assume can we sell the advanced weapons here?
We just can't buy them.
Okay.
Well, I assume you couldn't sell them to private entities.
10. So whatever a 10.
Oh, my
That's fine.
handout is covering up the other die. All I see is a 1 and a 2, and I see that you got a 10. I'm like, well, that's a high
Look,
bonus.
I don't know if you know that.
She also got a. She got a. 4.
I see that. Yeah, it's under there.
She's got a She's got like a +4 in trading, plus whatever an extra dice is, which I think is like +2. Averages out.
I don't see anything in here that I think would be something you'd need to hide from them. So we'll say that your cargo manifest is accurate-ish, with the argument that the statue is not cargo.
Okay.
And is there any problem with your crew manifest? You don't know of any particular
Yeah, before we landed here, we were like, "Hey, is anybody got any problems with this place? Let us know so we can put your fake name on the manifest."
No, nobody is wanted at UIS or by UIS. Okay.
Actually, we don't say it that way. It's more of a, "Hey, we're going to UIS first, and I'll be in my office if anybody needs to talk to me."
Well, Zoe does get a visit from Bree, as they prefer to be called.
Okay. So Bree.
Bree enters, waits for the door to close behind them, and stands at attention.
You take a seat, Bree.
Bree sits down a little bit hesitantly.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, Mr. Armstrong. I'm not one of those bosses that does the fake formality or the fake friendliness thing.
Alright, so somebody needs to remind me, what is the Mr/Mrs. for the non-binary?
Mix?
Mixter?
No, I don't
know if there is one.
I don't think there is a really good one.
I think I just call them Armstrong if I knew that they were non-binary.
Yeah, Bree has made it very clear that they are non-binary.
All right.
Yeah, so I just call them Armstrong.
They just go by just last name.
Okay.
What can I do for you, Armstrong?
This is a problem I have with the English language. I hate the they and them turning singular people into multiple people. I just don't like that the language does that. And I wish there was an in-between between Mr. and Mrs. I mean, we've got Ms. and Mrs. Why can't we have... Anyways.
I mean, technically, Sir is non-gendered, as long as they are knighted.
Right.
Hey, convince them to get a doctorate, and then we're fine.
There we go.
Doctor, yeah.
Armstrong is perfectly fine and acceptable to Bree.
Cool. What can I do for you, Armstrong?
Nothing, sir. I just wanted to make sure that there's no problems.
Well, there shouldn't be. Why? Do you have any inclination that there should be? Or there will be?
No, sir.
Well, this has been a fruitful meeting.
Permission to be excused, sir?
Permission granted.
Thank you, sir. And Bree leaves.
The fuck?
That was a lot. That was. All right.
We found the Drax of the crew. Jesus Christ. Also,
Great.
I want it to be known that my office is not an office. I just literally was in engineering. I was fixing something. When I said pull up a chair, I motioned to a toolbox.
That added to Bree's hesitation.
The fuck?
Oh, whatever. It's probably fine.
Did I literally say come see me without having a problem? I don't understand.
God, I was muted this whole time.
You didn't indicate whether they should come see you if they had a problem. You just said they should come see you.
Oh, okay. All right.
So what was that, Nox?
This is just fucking. All right.
So this is just you made some unclear instructions in the email you sent out.
Yeah, and so now the fucking androids are all gonna visit me. All right.
Well, now to be fair, Android would have visited you to annoy you anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, it's true.
Nox, what were you saying?
She's probably just doing that to Jai, isn't she? Never mind.
Oh,
Knox?
get that word in.
Yep, I was waiting for someone to start talking again.
I'm sorry.
Mix has been used since the 70s. Mister is a corruption of master, and you can legally change your title to Lord or Lady.
Shit, why am I not a lord? Fuck.
Or a
Missing out.
lady.
You
Well,
don't
that
own
one
land.
would imply certain.
Oh, I thought I was assuming that when you said that you can legally change your name to Lord or Lady, that it was not sex or gender exclusive.
It's not, but I
Or
would not want
specific.
to confuse people.
Now, hold on. I think we are on board a ship, and I believe the typical title here for a crew member is Mr. for a typical crew member,
I didn't
or
realize we
Master
were-
if they're an officer.
I didn't realize we were in the 1800s British Navy. What the fuck is that?
Now, hold on. I'd like
Do I
to
have-
point out,
Do
Zoe,
I have to
that
put my
both of
hand
us.
on my forehead and call you Sar? Do we have to start spelling lieutenant with too many fucking U's?
Do you mean
I-
do you mean lieutenant?
Where's my rum ration, you asshole?
Wait, now hold on. I never explicitly said you. Well, no, hold on. You're too young for your rum ration, Zoe.
Uh-huh.
All you get is some water with a little bit of lime juice.
Oh, well, that's good. I wouldn't want to get scurvy.
I'd also like to point out, Zoe, that both of us do speak British English as our primary language.
Yeah, that's true. This whole time I've been speaking French, though. Ha ha ha.
So, as players, do you want to use mix for the for those crew members who don't want Mr. or Miss?
Sure. I
Uh,
don't know.
it always seemed a little bit awkward to me, but I don't really have a strong opinion, I guess.
You can
Yeah.
sidestep the whole issue by just calling them by their last name.
I think that's the easy way. It really is. So we can go with that.
Look, Armstrong puts her at the top of the alphabetically sorted name list.
I
Puts
think it
them.
does.
Them. Damn it.
Yeah, my inclination is to not bother with titles and just call them by their surnames anyway.
Okay. Then I will probably end up removing their first and nicknames. Except for the Russians, who are only known by their first names.
Yeah.
Look, it's hard to go by last names when there's only like 6 of you.
You look.
That professional
here's-
distance doesn't exist as well, you know?
Here's how it works. You get a first name as soon as you become an officer. Until then, you only have one name.
Okay.
Wait, does that mean that we're promoting all of our Russians?
I thought we were doing that anyway.
Oh.
It was a player discussion of wanting to. It hasn't happened in game yet. Unless you guys just walked up to them and said you're promoted.
We'll wait for them to ask for the promotion. Still need to get them their limb first.
Jai
Something about
gets a medical alert.
Okay. What's the alert?
Elena may have a concussion.
Oh, they get in a fight again? God damn.
All right, I'm going over.
She's already been taken to the medical room, to medbay. She is arguing, and of course, presenting that she is fine and needs to get back to work.
What happened, Elena?
Was nothing. It slipped.
It slipped pretty badly, it seems. Sit down for a moment. Here.
Yeah, she's already sitting on the bed.
Okay. See, how many fingers am I holding up? Actually, let's just check the nation. Okay. You might have a mild concussion. I want you to stay here, stay put until we'll be going down to the planet shortly once the papers are processed, and then I'll see to it that you are prepared for doing your duties properly. Until then, I don't want you to do this again.
With all due respect, sir, being taken out just puts more work on everyone else.
Fortunately, there's not too much to do at the moment, and this shouldn't take long. I'd rather not. Yeah, I'd rather you not end up killing yourself over this before you get back into proper readiness, I suppose.
Trim is the nautical term.
Sure, proper trim,
I mean,
according to my.
If we're going whole hog, let's go whole hog.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
What's a hog got to do with anything?
The
Well,
hog.
you need them.
No, hog is a colloquial term for a ship.
Well, it sounds right.
Okay.
Sounds awful, but it sounds right.
Actually, I'm pretty sure the hog is the size of a barrel that we
Oh.
store the rum ration in. So if you go whole hog, you're drinking the entire barrel.
Well, that's a very small ship then.
I mean, yeah.
Elena
But they
agrees.
still take them over Niagara Falls. So you know.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, this has been a wonderful discussion. I'm just going to shut myself in the galley and drink my grog. So, let's go.
All right. You've been granted authorization to land at. And dang it, I still didn't get the name of the freaking city. Hang on one second. Let me find a random name generator here real quick.
Caboose Town. Called it.
Holding.
Not Tokyo.
Holding. Holding.
How long will I do this for?
Holding. Okay, now I'm going to talk about something else. So my local adult softball league started up again, but they are only accepting full teams, where usually they have like a list of people that like don't have a team can sign up, and people that need a couple more players for their team can like pick from that. Because apparently they think that full teams are less likely to be transmissionable. And I'm like, if you're worried about that, why are you having the season at all? All right, that's been my rant. All right, I've killed time.
Okay.
Thank you for
That's what I'm here for.
Yep.
It annoys me that I don't get to play softball this season because I don't have a full team of 10 people.
That is kind of. I guess they're just not wanting people coming in and out of the team. They're wanting a stable group of players.
Well, no, what they want is to not have any sort of blame fall on them if somebody gets sick. Oh, we did the best we could.
Yeah. There you go. So the town or city that you are authorized to land in is Goro. Because that's an awesome name.
Goro.
Okay.
Goro.
We'll go land in Goro then.
Nice, Nox. You are asked.
Is it the fifth city?
The what city?
The fifth? Is it the fifth city they built on this planet or something?
Oh, is that what Goro means?
It means the fifth sun. Specifically, when you name your kid it.
Oh, so basically the one that's worthless? Well, then that's perfect. And I wrote foreign or team because you were talking about teams instead of foreign or town.
Oh, apparently it can also be used to describe a grounder in baseball.
Goro?
Speaking of, yeah, okay.
Okay, neat. It's multi-layered meaning then.
Hmm.
It's also one of the boss, like a sub boss from the original Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah.
It's also the sound of something large and heavy starting to roll, you know?
You are asked if you were asked if you were going to be taking a shuttle or cargo lighter or your ship down to the surface.
Cargo lighter.
Okay.
The whole point of this is to sell cargo. We're going to take the cargo lighter.
Yeah.
And they don't allow guns, so we're not going to take the Marauder.
Yeah.
Guns
This
attached
feels
to
like
ships are usually okay.
Oh, well then in that case, we're fucking taking the Marauder. You
But
never
it only
know
has
when you
2
might
tons
need...
of cargo space.
Look, we can make a lot of trips. Trips are free.
Yeah, we'll take the cargo lighter down.
Okay, you're taking the cargo lighter down. Yes, I remember unlocking him to play him in some game, one of the games. So, are you loading any cargo up into the cargo lighter initially before making any contacts, or are you just going to do that on the fly as you reach out to people?
Probably do it on the fly, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you taking your first descent onto Shinobu? You are descending onto a vast, beautiful green planet with plenty of water, lakes, rivers, and even an ocean off in the distance, and lots of boreal forest. You're also seeing small patches of farmland that look like they've been arranged to be aesthetically pleasing from space, or at least as you're descending. The city into which you're descending and landing it's definitely not the biggest city that your ship picked up with your brand new survey scanner, or not survey scanner, survey sensor array. But it is a large and active city with a fairly large starport. You are contacted on your descent and offered the same brochure that you've already received. It's just transmitted to you, and given a small spiel in multiple languages, offering services and amenities for foreigners, basically, and giving you directions in multiple languages to those amenities in your language.
Okay.
You land, and there is already a small team of look like armed and armored guards waiting there. They are armored in a not too showy but clearly armored garb. It's not sci-fi futuristic armor. It looks more like a modernized leather armor. And one of them has a bow on.
I have a question. Does it look like modern armor made to look like leather, or does it look like leather armor that is modern? Because one of those things doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, it looks. It has similarities to old style armor, but is clearly constructed of modern materials
Okay.
with modern armor design principles. It's
Just made to look kind of old timey.
yes.
So yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
It doesn't look like
Okay.
the power armor or the security armor that you see walking around Lamiera. It looks like power
see
armor or
people in-
security armor you would have seen 1,000 years ago.
Wait, when we're in Lamiera, do we seriously see people walking around in power armor?
No, not in power armor.
Okay, I
It's-
was about to say, hot damn.
It's the high fashion nowadays.
Shit, I'd walk around in power armor all the fucking time if I could.
No. Power
people-
armor is reserved for the security of very rich and powerful people.
Yeah, I mean, people tend to frown if you walk around like Iron Man,
Yes, they do.
which is weird
Even-
because you can walk around with a gun all you want. It's if you show up in armor, they think that you're fucking.
Yeah. Well, it could be worse. You could be walking around like Doom Guy instead.
With your helmet on, but your sleeves ripped off.
Yeah. It's very crass.
None of them have laser or ballistic weaponry. They all have katana, and one of them has a bow.
Now, I'd make the argument that a bow counts as ballistic weaponry.
I mean, you certainly may.
Yeah, would you like to go argue with the with the nice policeman?
They have the air is rocket propelled.
Nah, I don't actually care.
What's your badge number, sir?
You're not allowed to have that according to your rules.
Look, I just got here, but I also just read the book, and I don't know if you're aware, but you're not allowed to have that weapon. Hilarious.
Oh dear.
Alright, I'm moving us over to.
Hilarious.
Oops. Oh shoot. What's this? What's going on here? Oh, yeah, that was a failure. Alright, I'm moving you over to this. This. Ah. And were you taking any NPCs with you?
Did any express an interest in going?
I mean, we should probably take like half of them for shore leave. A third of them? I don't actually know how shore leave works. How long are we planning on staying here?
Depends how long it takes you to sell what we need to sell.
So at least 3 days.
And for
Yeah,
me to
so-
buy what I need to buy.
Yeah. So the first day we're going to bring a third of the crew. We'll have worked out some sort of schedule, so everybody gets some shore leave.
Hmm.
Look, they're not robots. You can't just keep them trapped on the ship all the time.
Mm.
Alright. I'm not actually going to drag people down there for shore leave if you're going to let them all cycle through.
Yeah.
We'll note who's there if it needs to be noted at any particular time.
Okay.
Yep.
I do
Sounds good.
want to know who is staying on the Raza among the PCs and who is come down on cargo lighter and or going to Shinobu.
Jai's going down to Shinobu. So
And needless to say, Nemesis is.
I'm putting you in the cargo lighter for now.
wait, Nemesis is actually getting off the ship for what?
Yeah.
Don't draw attention to it. Don't draw attention to it.
Scurries back to my room.
You realize you have to get her in a fight right now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Look, once she gets the drone implants, she can't do anything with them for 2 weeks. That's when you get her in a fight. See, he's laughing because I just called him out on exactly what his plan was.
Yeah, Ford.
Aw. And then I'll never be a fight now once I have him.
Ford,
Nope.
if you're talking, I can't hear you.
1 second, let me check.
Oh, now I can hear you.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Problem is the rest of us just will never shut up.
That is a
Problem-
problem I have too. But it fills up time, so it's
no.
good.
No sort of timing when it comes to saying things. Like I'll be like, there'll be something in the moment, and then like 30 minutes later, I'll think, man, I should have said this in response.
I mean, 30 minutes isn't bad lag time. I'm usually like Tuesday. Oh man.
So where are Charlie and Nick? Are
I'll
they
come
coming
down
down
as well.
also? Sorry, I spoke over you, Nox.
I didn't say anything.
Oh.
My mic is muted.
Oh, I thought I heard something. Okay.
Nope.
Alright, so the whole PC crew is on Shinobu. The nice guards here are speaking only Sengoku to you, which means only Jai can hear their instructions to step out of the lighter slowly and prepare to be searched.
Mm-hmm.
I walk out with all the appropriate boarding passes and visas and
Oh yeah.
whatnot.
Suppose I should mark my pistol as stowed, huh? Or not stowed, but other. There we go.
Mhm.
All done.
Oh yeah, shoot, I gotta do
Yeah,
that.
I need to fix up my sheet.
Don't worry about it for now. I know that you guys, unless anyone is planning to try and sneak a weapon on, and then we'll take care of that real quick. But otherwise, it'll be understood that you don't have any weapons on you.
Right. Okay.
Cool.
Nobody sneaking weapons.
Unless they're melee weapons.
Correct.
I believe.
You can keep melee weapons.
Yes. Drone with laser rifle's probably not cool.
I mean, a
No.
drone with a katana is basically just a razor fidget spinner, isn't it?
Beyblade.
So dumb.
Yeah, everyone bring your Beyblades down to the planet.
The search is conducted with some measure of ritual, with one person doing the searching and the other person, another person, watching the search. Zoe and Jai.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, anybody that wants to can roll a notice wisdom. This is to get a sense culturally of what's going on with this particular setup.
Oops. That should actually be a 7 on my part.
Okay.
6.
I see a trade int in there.
What?
I don't.
That was the
You
first.
gotta scroll down. Yeah, scroll down, buddy.
I do. I see, but I didn't see the trade int rolled until now. Was that rolled earlier?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was when Zoe was worried about, like, what other contraband we might
Oh,
accidentally
that's
have.
right. That's right. I forgot about that already. Okay. Well, your security guy, of all people, the best person to recognize this probably. You see that they are actually monitoring themselves for any impropriety.
Mhm.
The one that is watching the searcher is making sure that they are doing it properly for one, and also making sure that they are not being improper.
Mm-hmm.
And the third one is just watching you guys to make sure that while the other two are occupied, you guys aren't doing anything fancy.
No fanciness allowed.
No fancy allowed.
Okay.
After you've all been searched for contraband or weapons, you're all given the okay, and the head officer, the one that was watching the other two, says again in Sengoku that you are cleared and asks if you need directions to a basically to your language information.
He asked this in Sengoku.
Yes, it does.
Of course. Yeah, I guess I'll reply in Sengoku. These ones might.
And he asks, what language do they require?
Let's see. Does Nemesis still not speak English?
Spacer.
No, I speak proper English. British English. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Nemesis doesn't speak Spacer. It's British English that you all share, mostly.
Okay.
Pip pip
Uh,
cheerio.
British English then.
Does Charlie speak British English?
Oh my god.
I think he's. Oh, I thought he did. I could have sworn that would have come up before,
Okay.
but I'm not sure.
Spacer and Islandese.
Oh, okay. Oh, I guess I haven't been able to understand Charlie for a while.
Well, all right. Direct Charlie to End Islandese place then.
Okay.
Can we just get them
not
translator
Spacer.
torques? Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what I was gonna say. I was gonna say we should be able to get a translator torque. I would imagine.
Uh,
Was
you'll
that forbidden technology?
no, you'll be able to get that at your respective language center.
The language center of my brain.
No, the center. That... All right. Well, this has been fun. I'm with
Yeah.
you guys. Take it easy.
All right.
The game's over.
Yeah.
The white hole bomb explodes. Everything's gone. Let's just start
Hooray.
over.
Rocks fall, you all die.
No, no, no. Rock survives. You know that.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, you are directed to a British English and an Islandese center, where you can, of course, buy a translator torque for the low cost of 200 credits.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm here to spend almost 100,000 credits. I don't know if I can spare 200.
All
It's
right,
like
so I'm deleting
spending-
200 credits and gaining a translator torque.
Okay.
Yeah, I spent $500 on the phone, but I don't know if I want to spend 99 cents on the app that I really want for it.
Right.
Oh
Alright, How
dear.
do I add a translator torque? Oh, here it is. Head.
Keep
Okay.
in mind that any social skills or charisma checks through translator suffer a -2 penalty.
Ugh. Can I get a good translator torque?
There's apparently some technology crash that has resulted in translation being about as good in 3200 as it is now.
All translator torques are run by Google Translate.
Or Siri, who hates everything you say and substitutes her own.
Hmm.
Seriously.
Well, it's a good thing all of my checks will be intelligence checks.
They may still be social checks, though.
You said what? How do you spell this language? Shinjoko?
Sang Oku.
Shang.
Think
Oh.
Goku-san, but then put the san in front.
I guess that actually is correct. I did not see
Sure.
that. Huh.
Yes, Goku-san.
I may have to eliminate this entire culture.
I put
my hands in the air. It's also not too far from Son Goku, which is I think is what he's referenced as a lot too.
Goku-san, take my energy.
I think that's just because he picked two popular words. That's not my fault. It's my fault for picking two popular words. So at your respective language centers, in addition to buying your translator torques, you can ask any questions that you have about goods, services, culture, tours that are available. You know, tourism and trade stuff, which is what you are getting the sense you're expected to be here for. Does anybody want to ask questions at these information centers?
Are there souvenirs?
Yes, there are.
Okay.
You can spend as
I-
many credits as you want on worthless souvenirs.
No, I want to take a look at what the kind of souvenirs they have are, so I know not to give people that kind of thing.
Go ahead and roll an int trade check on this, and I will let you use your 3 dice. I mean,
Woohoo.
it's trade, so you get it anyways.
Not strength. Why would I ever trade with strength? Doesn't make any sense.
You haven't been to the bro planet yet.
Yeah, it's true. It's
That's
accurate.
it's what we call flex trade.
So bad.
Zoe can tell that all of these souvenirs here are cheap, manufactured. None of them are suitable as gifts, and it's fairly obvious that these are just overpriced, manufactured trinket goods, deliberately made for the lower standards of tourists.
Yeah, look, I watched enough 80s movies to know that if your business rival brings cheap sake, you one-up them by bringing a delightful sake set to drink it out of.
Okay.
Look, that's a thing that happens. I don't know.
I don't know what this man's talking about. I'm lost.
The trinkets are all the tourist trap stuff it's pretty enough, and it's quality enough for light use. It's a step above Mall Ninja as far as like the weapons and stuff go.
Wait, they actually sell weapons in here?
They do.
Well,
You can buy katanas and sais.
Yeah, I'm
Oh my god.
gonna get
okay.
one of. I'm gonna get a weapon and then just like never use it and keep it on keep it in my room on the ship. And then when the time comes to actually use it, I'm gonna hit someone once with it and it'll just snap in two.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's better than it snapping in two just by you lifting it and raising it above your head.
One step above.
Is it?
Yes, you can actually threaten people with it and give them the illusion of being threatened instead of them laughing at you as it falls apart in your hands.
But that's the thing. You just keep a backup reliable weapon, and then while they're laughing, you get them with the backup weapon.
That's a plan. I like this plan.
All right, you guys all have fairly differing things that you want to do. You're wanting to try and sell some things. Xander, were you able to get the updated copy of the file?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, you need to update the table of contents because it still doesn't. It's still bad. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's fine. It's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah. So here, let me move this over here and actually use my 2 screens for what they're intended for. And then open ship inventory. We want to sell the crates of advanced microchips and the raw circuit manufacturing material, which I think is industrial. Oh, infrastructure. Infrastructural, not in. Okay, never mind. Maybe not that. Pre-tech junk we want to sell here because pre-tech is pre-scream, right?
Yeah.
By definition, yes.
Yeah, I think I'd also ruled that it qualifies for selling purposes.
Okay, and then the Kasani stone art, which I think is 3 things, which is I think all I'm allowed to sell here.
2 at a time if you spend your entire, if that's the only thing that you do.
Oh, it's 2 things.
Yeah.
So the junk and the stone art probably, and then we'll circle back around to microchips if it's.
And you can try. We can try moving one of the things that aren't really.
Yeah, we could try getting rid of all this biomass. It's not a good place to sell it, but we might as well see if anybody wants it.
But, But Jai is using it now. He's finally using it.
I'm using like 3 pounds of it.
Are you going to keep 1 ton of it
tons.
minus those 3 pounds
Sure.
for Jai's
Why
experiments?
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
Well, I guess actually we should try the microchips because I guess they want that.
You could also look into a buyer for the actual big art, the statue.
Yeah.
We can spend like more than 3 days here too.
Yeah, that's fair. So first up is going to be the stone art and the junk. Pre-tech junk.
Okay.
Pre-check junk. Pre-tech, not P-tech.
Yeah.
Okay.
But let's not bring your kinks into this, okay?
Oh no, that was one of you guys' kinks from the questionnaires and stuff, the interviews.
What?
Welcome to the Pea Forest.
Dare you enter this magical realm?
Oh no, where did I start? All right.
Anyway,
That's Zoe, and that'll be 3 days for Zoe. What is Jai doing?
Jai is actually going to be helping her, and to an extent, he's actually going to put out feelers for people who might be interested in the Athena thing. Since I brought that up before, so he's actually doing a little bit of trade here, but also he's doing a lot of translating for her because he's slightly better at than the Torque.
Okay. Helping Zoe and looking for sell the Athena.
Yeah.
All right, and Nemesis, I know you have plans here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. We will also look into getting the cyber limb for Elena, so she doesn't end up killing herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, she to be clear, I suspect Jaim probably told her that she's on light duty or off duty until it gets fixed. She was still insisting on doing work. That's how she hurt herself.
Right. That's what I figured.
Yeah. Nemesis, is Nemesis looking for the cyberware for just herself, or are you gonna bundle in looking for Elena as well?
That's a lot of pressure to shot for someone else.
You can take Elena with you.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll take Elena with me. Maybe some moral support for the, cause maybe I need some help, like deciding that I still want the drone controlling, because it'll be really cool. But those horror stories.
Yeah, and Elena speaks Spacer.
Uh-oh.
Does she speak British English?
No,
Does she speak Parisian?
Jesus Christ.
she speaks Russian and Spacer.
Okay. Well, as long as she can understand me and make comforting noises.
I want to offer this wild ride. I can speak Russian.
Just learn Russian. Everything will be solved if you learn Russian.
I can speak Russian.
Yep.
Wait, does Charlie speak Russian?
He was trying to learn for a while, but nothing ever came of it.
Oh. Well, get back on that.
The nothing ever came of it might be my fault. Did I drop the ball on that?
It was I never brought it up, and
Oh.
you forgot about it, and so I just never brought it up again.
Okay. Well, how long has you been trying to learn Russian? And I do remember you saying that he was spending some time with the Russians to learn it.
It was one of the first things he did when he got on the ship.
Okay. Charlie speaks Russian. Assuming you've got the know or connect that allows you to, the skill rating that allows you to learn additional languages.
Charlie has Connect 1.
Okay. Then Charlie can speak Russian.
Dope.
The superior language. Islandese, obviously.
Wait a second.
What's first for Nemesis? Cybernetics or drones?
She's definitely putting off the cybernetics, so drones first.
Okay.
So Elena may be bored out of her mind for a while.
All right.
And that's okay because Nemesis won't be able to understand her.
What is Charlie doing? You want to come back to
No
you?
idea. No idea. Come back to me, please.
Okay. Nick?
Can't. Also, just I've been missing the past few sessions, so if there has been any big name objectives that I should be working to, please inform me now.
Oh,
Buy
yeah. Does
buy
anyone want
buy
to...
what you need. Buy what you need for the future. Uh,
Okay.
because well, I guess we're planning on going to Lamiera next, or are we going around Lamiera? I don't remember.
If we're planning to go to Lamiera,
Okay, so
Okay.
anything that you might need on a heavily urbanized Tech 5 planet that also has great
Uh,
shopping. So I don't actually know why we're stopping that.
Well, okay.
Electric Mandate is
Are there
primarily
any
why I
sort
believe.
of like are there any sort of like authentic, not like super crappy tourist like weapon makers?
You can have a weapon commissioned.
Okay.
And there are also, of course, weapons store displays that are available for sale if you wanted to go to an authentic weapon maker.
keeping in mind that they're all melee weapons. Or
Yes.
both.
Oh yeah, I'm just thinking like keeping something on me just in case, guns are either too noisy, not allowed, just, something to keep on me just in case. So actually, that gives me a wonderful idea. Can any of them make tonfas?
See, why not?
Okay. I'm going to try searching for a quality tonfa maker.
Okay. Now, are you wanting, when you say authentic, are you wanting basically a primitive weapon that was, properly crafted out of wood and forged and all that? Or do you want something that is still being crafted by a master smith using advanced technological processes that make an advanced weapon?
Yeah, advanced.
Okay.
I'm not exactly going to be showing it off to people. I just want it so I can, hit people with it and it won't fall apart.
Okay.
And it will also penetrate
I would say what
the
Tonfas
armor.
would probably be like medium, I guess.
Yeah, they would. All right. Have you thought of anything for Charlie?
Yes. Is it possible to try and look for someone that can install panspectral optics? Cyberware.
Yeah. In fact, if you want to go along with Nemesis, that'll help her language woes considerably.
Sure. We'll make a whole thing out of it.
Yeah.
Actually, wait a minute. No, it won't
Like-
help her language woes, but it'll
no.
give her comfort, I think.
Yes, you both can understand me, and I can't understand either of you.
How is
But
But you and
Nemesis?
Elena can have a nice conversation in Russian.
Yeah, they're just talking about you in Russian the whole time.
How has Nemesis not bought translator torque or spacer
Um,
for British English yet?
She really just keeps forgetting to. We should program her own at this point, but I think I talked about that at one point. I just totally forgotten about it, like making a one-way translator torque.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess that'll be my next project then.
Okay.
I mean, can I just buy one and like throw it at her, ring toss style?
They only sell translator torques in Sengoku here.
Yeah, but so here's my plan. They sell ones that translate from British English into Shinjoku, and then we buy the other one that translates from Shinjoku to
That's gonna be
Spacer,
that's gonna be a -4.
Yeah.
and we tape them together and put them around her neck.
Well, the translator torque will automatically translate what it hears in one language into speech in the other. So it would work.
Yeah. Look, this is a great fucking plan.
Have you
Gonna give me a
ever tried
headache.
putting things through multiple translations in?
Yes, it's hilarious.
There's an entire channel for it, and she is hilarious. Translator
Yeah.
Fails, I think, is her name.
There's also someone that's redubbed the whole Star Wars trilogy, or like the prequel trilogy. like I think into English or into Chinese and then back to English and redubbed it.
Hilarious.
That's great.
It's
So
terrible.
yes, it would work, but it would be just as unintelligible as British English is to Nemesis.
You mean Spacer is?
Yes, that's what that was my hesitation. Is trying to remember which way it goes as Spacer is to Nemesis.
You had a 50-50 shot. You took that shot.
I did, and I missed, but it's okay
Mhm.
Oh,
because
I
I'll
guess
just edit this part out.
I also need to add a Ghost Talk transceiver to my shopping list, I guess. But I guess I'll worry about that. The drone control link comes first for installation.
Okay.
Maybe we all just take Diplomat at 7 or 9, whichever one's more appropriate.
Just remember, I just happened to have this pulled up and was like, oh, hey, there was another one that I wanted at some point.
Or, and hear me out here, Nemesis could take 1 point in Connect and learn fucking Spacer English.
Hey,
you know,
guess
the
who
universal
has
fucking language.
guess who has 1 point in Connect?
That you didn't use for Spacer English?
I've been busy building drones. I don't have time to learn the language.
God.
And you should see my shopping list.
Oh my god.
All right, you know
I'm
what?
not gonna have time.
I think we need to institute a crew wide mandate until you learn Spacer English. No other weird private duties. You got to learn the fucking language that we speak and give commands in.
But then we
Immediate
couldn't
problem
have...
is people are going to use it as an excuse to never actually do work.
Well,
they're
no,
also not
Nemesis
getting
is the
paid.
only one with this problem. All of your other ship speak Spacer.
Literally everyone else.
Whatever that girl's name is can't speak Spacer.
Who cares?
Wait, which
That's
girl?
right. That's right. Yep.
The one that only speaks Korean. Space
Wait,
Korean.
Oh yeah.
But
She's
she-
useless anyway.
Plus,
And she's not even on your
the ship.
Yeah.
Maybe she'd be less useless if people could actually talk to her.
Look, is there an online version of Duolingo that I can just sit Nemesis down in front of and be like, "Don't leave until you fucking learn the language"?
I'm
Here's
pretty
my
sure Duolingo is the online version of Duolingo.
here's my idea. What if we just like hardwire the ship to only run VR programs in Spacer?
Okay, but you guys are forgetting who the hacker is.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Most of your solutions aren't really gonna work against the.
Look, I'm gonna confiscate my spare parts back and let you fucking learn how to speak the language we speak.
No, we're only going to as general rule, the only servers allowed to be played on there are the Spacer servers for Delta Rain. So we're all going to be on that. If she doesn't want to play with us, that's her business.
It's just not gonna work.
If
I just find it hilarious that you're going to go to the effort to hack the ship instead of just learning the damn language.
if it is any
This
incentive,
way, it's a matter of principle.
the British English Delta Rain server in the UIS system is very small.
Hey Dex,
Yes.
what language is the news broadcast in?
Probably
That
British
is
English
all
and
in
Spacer
Spacer.
English.
Oh my god.
Okay, but I could still just use translator programs for that. I
You
don't need
can,
those
yeah.
read to me.
Oh my god. I'm just imagining being like, and this is our computer expert.
Don't talk to her.
Hello, pip pip cheerio. And nobody fucking understands her.
No,
Oh, God.
you don't know. All of y'all understand me. You're misunderstanding the asymmetricalness of this, and it's great. You all can understand me just fine. I
Which
just
is-
can't understand you.
Which is why everyone just talks to her as if it's normal. It doesn't feel weird to us.
Okay, so it's basically like, you guys ever watch the later Ocean's Numbers? The Chinese guy in that speaks Chinese through the whole fucking thing, but everybody's just like, oh yeah, good point. It's like that.
Okay.
We just have one unintelligible person on the crew. All right, great. Terrible.
Well, no, it's
What if-
still the other way around. Everyone else can
unintelligible.
understand her. She can't understand anyone else.
Yeah.
You guys keep swapping which way it's going. All
No,
right.
we don't.
Pick-
We have
pick a
been very
direction.
consistent.
I
Pick
was
a
wrong. I was wrong
direction.
once.
Oh,
Everything
okay.
that comes out of our face hole is hieroglyphics to her.
I mean, not exactly. I would assume like I could pick out a word or two by now just by sheer accident.
I'm gonna
but-
go to my my go-to for examples because I love the show so much. The Expanse. Like, for those of you that have watched it, you understand that the Belters are really hard to understand, even when they're speaking English words. That's kind of the thing that that Nemesis
Spacer-
experiences.
So Spacer is like a patois of English.
I don't know what that word means, but if it means what
I
if
think
that's correct, then yes.
I think so.
It's it means a
Patois.
corruption or a mixing of the language with another language.
Oh yeah, it is.
And I use corruption in the nicest, most respectful sense.
I thought those were called Creoles, but
That it can refer to a patois can refer to Creoles,
Okay.
pidgins, Creoles, dialects, or vernaculars,
yes. Yeah,
but not jargon or slang.
right. So yes,
Which I feel like Spacer does have a lot of slang in it.
it almost certainly does, and that's
Yeah,
that's
but
one of the things with the Belters is that they've got so much slang in there. Even with the subtitles on, I can't understand what they're saying half the time.
So that is considered apparently jargon or slang is vocabulary based forms of cant.
Can't
All
even
right.
right now.
Well, let's move on from the language.
Can't
Mhm.
what?
I'm going to start this off with Zoe getting a feel for what's going to sell here.
Yeah. What do you need me to do?
So, you, Xander, have already had a chance to look at the Shinobu trade list and how it works
Mhm.
here.
Yeah.
Has Zoe taken the time to familiarize herself with
Yeah.
the trading customs and laws and such?
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
Excellent.
Look, she knows what her job is. She does a good job on her jobs.
Unlike someone.
I was not throwing shade. I was just speaking to how
I
Zoe
was.
feels about.
Hey, Nemesis, go do this. But my drones.
I made that. That's all on
No,
somebody
that
else.
was all me. That was all me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, the stone art is not going to have any modifiers if you find a seller for it. The pre-tech junk certainly can be sold as junk with the pre-scream modifier.
Okay, cool.
One moment, please. Where did that go? There we go. All right. What is Zoe's trade?
3.
Yeah.
Whatever translating through Jai gets me. After that.
Well, you're not needing to make any trade skill checks just yet. And with trade 3, I'm not inclined to ask for a check. You know that you can sell both of these. It's just a matter of whether you get any kind of decent price for it.
Mm-hmm.
So let me do that real quick. What? Let's see. So we've got your trade. What was the other modifier for the stone? Not the stone art. The right. The stone art does not have a modifier because it's not bulk. It's regular outships.
The pre-tech junk was collected at engineering 3, I think.
Okay.
Is that what you're asking for?
Yes, it is.
Because I was in charge of collecting it, and I have engineering 3 or fix 3 or whatever. Same thing.
Mhm.
It said it says in the list that it's trade 3, but I think that might just be a
To note down the fix skill.
It's both trade 3 and fix 3, so whatever.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, whichever one you wanna.
I know some stuff we collected at fix too, but
I think we sold all that.
yeah, I may have.
So what's going on?
GM is doing numbers right now.
Hold please for numbers.
Number crunching. Got my calculator working.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I had said that there's no. Well, maybe I didn't. Okay.
Mm-hmm. What's going on?
GM is still GMing.
Mm.
All right, GM's going to leave this for now because Zoe doesn't know the results of that immediately anyways. While out with Zoe, Jai is trying to help her along and has been able to assist some so far, but he is also taking side trips where he excuse me, where he finds an avenue to try and search for a buyer for Athena. Now, I'm misrepresenting this a little bit because you guys aren't really going out and trying to find sellers or buyers like you normally would.
Mm-hmm.
You're negotiating with a state official that is assigned to, well, to you in these transactions because it's the state official who will be buying or selling anything on behalf of UIS in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so the state official, Sekiro Masumi, wants to know from Jai why would UIS want to buy this formula that you've devised. And here is where you come in with a sales pitch.
Why would they want to buy the formula for an incredibly advanced drug that induces states of hyper intense insight and focus and mental processing speed, such that they can act with the mental speed and ability of two individuals? Am I getting that right? That's what they want to know?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. That's basically what he says.
Okay.
He's giving basically a rundown of what Athena can do, and he's actually talking it up. Like, yeah, I don't think he needs to really exaggerate too much. This is a very interesting drug with a lot of potential.
Okay. So I'll let you roll an int trade on that. Or if you are wanting Zoe to do the trade talking on that, she could do it, but she does have the -2.
Right. Which I think she still ends up a bit better on it on the
Can I just help him with my
or
trade?
that, or I can help you with my no.
Yeah, I would let either of you help the other. Whichever one you but you will have to identify who you want to make the primary check before any dice are rolled.
Let's have Zoe make it since she gets that 3 dice thing.
Okay, and that allows you to make an aid check with no.
Yep, here you go.
And Zoe, you can use either int or charisma for this trade check,
Okay, and it's a -2 modifier.
with a +1 from Jai.
Oh yeah, so a -1 modifier. Yeah, let's use strength.
Wrong system.
Well, shit. That's not a great roll.
It is sufficient. Masumi is interested. She says that this could certainly help troops in battle, but she expresses some understanding of some of the more technical terms that Jai uses. She says that it sounds prohibitive to produce, prohibitively expensive to produce.
It is a limitation. There are some ways to speed the process, but the current form would be best suited for either very elite troops or for private and wealthy individuals engaged in their own as their own endeavors.
Or, and I'm just spitballing here. No, not saying that anybody actually does this, but some sort of intelligence apparatus would probably, get a
Yeah,
real
that
kick out of
or
this sort of thing.
that or some sort of intelligence apparatus.
And this drug sounds very impressive. Can you demonstrate it?
Absolutely. I can give you my testing logs, and if you'll give me a week, I can have a new batch synthesized for you.
This would be fun. Please have whichever of your associates or crew will be performing register with me.
Okay.
Who's the guinea pig? Who's the guinea pig?
Let's see. Do you have any particular test in mind? I'll send someone appropriate.
Any display of martial forms or prowess.
All right. I believe I have someone in mind then.
Oh shit, are we gonna make him do math problems while fruit ninjaing?
Yes.
Amazing.
All right. I believe that the most obvious person for that is Nick then.
It's okay. He can tailor it to your genetics, so it's not addictive.
But it might be real good.
Yeah.
I don't know if Athena is addictive anyway.
No,
actually,
we decided
Oh.
that it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
You're thinking of Psych Up.
Yeah, you're right. I am.
Yeah, the main drawback.
I'm gonna go get a martial arts weapon. I better go use it.
Yeah.
The main drawbacks for Athena are roleplay. That intense alertness, like being able to act and see like a vampire would be real hard to give up. I think.
Yeah. So it's addictive, but only to the power.
Yeah, and I'll say as GM, it's only as addictive as the player wants it to be.
Also, it costs a fuck ton.
Oh, okay.
It does. Yeah. It's 800 credits for Jai to make it, 1,600 for anyone else.
That's spicy.
Yeah, it is spicy. All right. I'll have Nemesis write up the plan for Nick to talk Nick through the plan, just in case. Yeah. Run through the forms.
Okay. On hearing, are you guys having that little bit of a dialogue right now?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. On hearing that, Nick. Is Nick going to? Does that change Nick's plans on getting Tonfa? Does it change anything he was planning to do?
You look real good with this Tonfa's in the demonstration.
And you're sure this stuff isn't lethal, right? Like, beyond a shadow of a doubt, correct? Yeah, in character, I mean.
Yeah,
Talking in character right now.
Nick opens up a channel with assumingly with Nemesis, Jai, and Zoe.
I am absolutely certain you won't die from this.
It's not a very scientific statement.
I am 100% certain it is not. It will not be lethal at the dose I will administer to you.
That sounds like a dishonest scientist to me.
Well, I wouldn't be working for you if I didn't trust you a bit. All right.
Great.
Jesus.
I don't think his drugs have killed anyone yet.
Yet.
There's not much of a trial size, though.
That you know of. That we know of, really.
I guess that's true.
Well-
You could be sending like the formula off planet, just or some weird test site that you have that does all the unethical testing for you.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of stuff are you asking me to do? Because just so you know, I can only do about 1.5 push-ups, 1.5 pull-ups usually.
Oh, it sounds like they're going to have some test of martial skill. And Scotty's busy with actual duties, so this one falls to you.
Did
Yeah,
they
if you can run
say-
through some katas, maybe defeat 12 men or something. I'm not exactly sure what they have in mind.
Okay then. Did they say with my bare hands, or can I bring along something?
They did not specify. So I think you can
Well-
bring something.
Remember, if they don't specify, that's an open space for you to write in whatever you want.
Exactly.
That's how I like to negotiate. All right, I'm planning on buying a martial weapon for self-defense anyways, so I guess I'll bring that along and give that as a good test run for it.
Do you have any Athena already made, Jai?
Let's see. If I had that, I actually do
I thought
have.
you did. Yeah.
Yeah, I do have some for me.
Okay.
Or I had some to me that I did not add to my
All right.
inventory for whatever reason, but I'm actually pretty sure I can just use that on them because I have the skill to do so.
Yes. Yeah. Well, the official that you're talking to will not be available for demonstration immediately, but we'll schedule for you guys to demonstrate in front of a small audience of interested officials tomorrow at 2 p.m.
Okay.
You have just over 16 hours for Nick to prepare his demonstration, if he wants to do any preparation at all, or if he wants to just free wing it. And get his weapon.
Wonderful. I'm already getting stage fright.
Well, Nemesis will walk you through the choreography, and then you'll be fine. Probably. Nemesis has watched a bunch of terrible movies, right? Terrible martial arts films. Played a bunch of terrible martial arts MMOs.
I mean, probably some. I'm sure I could put something together. I can look it up on the internet. What's a popular like martial demonstration? That'd be part of my planning anyway.
Just run them through the tutorial in Dragon Rain.
So I have a question. What exactly is this stuff supposed to do? It's supposed to make you smarter, right?
Would you like to try it?
I think it's mental acuity.
No, can out of game?
Oh,
What
out
does
of
the
game.
shit do?
So what
There you
this
go.
does is it basically flips the action economy on its head.
So it makes them faster?
Yeah, it basically gives them an extra main action.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
For some reason, I was thinking
Once.
that this is like what's that shit from Limitless? NZT.
I've
smart.
never. There is another thing that does that, I think, but that's basically Psych Up. But
Okay, because I was wondering why they were wanting a martial demonstration for a drug that makes you smarter. I'm like, what?
no, it makes you faster.
Gotcha.
Really?
Okay,
So
that makes more
I've
sense.
thrown a handout up on the screen for the actual item, as it were.
I mean, this actually sounds like some stuff that I would want some, backups of.
I believe you said it can be administered as a free on turn action, right?
Oh shoot, I don't remember what we said it on that.
Because you said it had to be or something that you can actually administer yourself without actually losing your action. Otherwise, it was kind of pointless.
Well,
I mean,
no,
it's like
because
you give up your first action to get extra actions later. That's an actual choice, I guess. I don't
That's
know.
fair.
yeah,
I don't know anything
like
about
most
balance.
stims, it's you're expected to administer it before combat begins. But if you don't, and I know that we had some discussion in there about the action economy and administering. I'll have to go back and look at that.
Okay.
But for now, I'm just gonna stick with the it takes an action to administer.
All right.
But yeah, it's +2 bonus to all saves till the end of the scene, and once during the scene as an on-turn action. So you can only do it on your turn. You can take a main action.
I mean, you can still basically use that to give someone else an extra action too.
Yep. Which
so
is
still pretty not bad.
Yeah, it's great for someone like me who doesn't really have that much they can do with their actions compared to say a warrior in combat.
Yep.
Exactly.
You can stim someone else up. Exactly. All right. So today is why am I on a different? There we go. Today is the 30th of March. So March has 31 days. On the 31st at 2 a.m. will be Nick's performance. 2 p.m. All right, let's look over and see how Nemesis, Elena, and Charlie are doing after that little bit of interruption with the basically Nemesis being told get Nick some choreography. And I will remind you also that you guys have those martial arts tournament
How,
hollows in your
how
inventory.
old or popular were those though?
They were pretty popular because they were the exiled son of the Emperor of Shinobu. Well, the former
Okay.
Emperor of Shinobu.
One of the other potential PCs.
Yes.
Huh.
That exiled son of the late Emperor, his brother is now in charge of Shinobu. So, Nemesis looking for looking for drones first. In that case, did Elena and Charlie want to split off and go look for cybernetics on their own? Or did you all want to stay together?
I think we should stay together.
Okay. You never can tell with these Shinobu. They are almost all armed. Nemesis, go ahead and give me a int or charisma trade.
Oh boy. I mean, intelligence would be my choice. So, particularly considering the penalty with the translator torque. So will that be with no penalty if I do intelligence? Wait, hold on. Is this prompting me for the? Yeah, it should be. I do it after. That's why. Hey, that's not bad. Unless I have a -2.
Is that including your -2?
No, it's not. Because it's not a charisma, but yeah, that's your choice. That's
It
fine.
is still it's still social interaction as Nemesis is um trying to convey what she wants with the drones, and
All right.
find someone that she trusts is going to be making them adequately. And I've neglected one detail that is fairly relevant to this entire scene. Although the city area that you're walking across is nice. It's fairly idyllic. You are walking across cobblestone streets, um, and there are hover cars here and there, but these parts that you guys are in um, are mostly left for walking and the occasional bikes going by. Regular bikes, not treadmill bikes. Um, there are also drones flying around. And not just, oh, hey, there's a drone up in the sky somewhere. They look like drones are being used as regular patrol. You don't see too many Shinobu guards patrolling around. You do see them standing places, standing at the ready, but they're not physically patrolling on foot. It looks like that is probably what all of those drones are. They have irregular and routine looking flight patterns.
Yeah, makes sense to me. That's the dream, even.
What's that?
Said that's the dream.
Yep.
As there will be drones hovering throughout the halls of the Raza.
So how much would it cost to buy an electrified net launcher?
What a weird question.
Follow-up question: how much creativity would you say that it takes to make your own electrified net launcher?
Oh, I think just,
Oh,
supply closet materials and 5 to 10 minutes.
Cool. But what I'm really asking is, how much would it cost in scrap metal, specifically taken out of a certain room?
actually, with all this work, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to use up all that.
Anyway,
So
I've only got
Nemesis
42 left.
is able to, surprisingly, is able to identify a couple of stores that will meet her needs. Let's see. Yeah, no. Neither Charlie nor Elena can help her at all with this. Um,
Should have made a plan.
Nemesis is able to identify a couple stores to meet her needs. There is some uncertainty about some of the language that was used, and the particular vendor, while being polite, appeared to have been losing patience. So if you trust that, then Nemesis can move on with looking for cybernetics.
I feel like Nemesis is fine. I'm already be spending a lot of time tinkering with the drones, most of the drones anyways. I guess the only one I'm really worried about is the one I'm getting pre-built. That'll be entirely pre-built. That won't be having any time spent over. Which is the observation drone.
Okay.
Which is the Ghost Walker with hollow skin and observation suite.
Mm-hmm.
So like I would probably take a little bit of more special care with that, since I'm intending to be able to use that one right out of the box. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. That's the one that you were having the most difficulty with.
Oh boy. I don't understand. I don't want it to be able to be seen. Well, I want it to be able to see other things. That's the confusion right there. Is I don't want it to be seen, but I want it to be able to see, and it's just very confusing, kind of conveying that. Because I imagine at some point, like, oh, you want it to be able to be seen, you don't want it to be able to see. No, the other way.
He points to a drone that he's got sitting on the shelf and links his data slab to the drone to control it. And it hovers off the shelf, and bright flashing neon, clearly an advertisement for some kind of neon kitty soft drink.
No. I don't know if they shake their head here, but I am shaking my head. and like crossing my arms, like
And he cycles through different colors and even a rainbow of neon advertisements.
What if I point to the wall behind him and like point to the drone?
In frustration, he turns the drone off and sets it back on the shelf. Ah!
No, that's what I meant. I wanted to match the wall.
He gives you a price and says to come back in a week.
All right. Hey, John, I want to page John. We plan to be here for a week.
Hopefully not.
Okay, but can we?
I'll consider it. No,
Please.
Jai is absolutely not considering it unless we absolutely have to.
I mean, you were talking about making up a batch of Athena.
I was considering it, but
then you realize you had one in your pocket.
Yeah.
It's worth noting that if Zoe wants to sell more things, she will need another 3 days after this 3 days.
Right.
All right. Now, how hard will it be to repurpose the one that they were demonstrating? Can I reprogram? Because I've done that whole thing where I did like the invert. I reprogrammed the hollow skin of the other one for to transmit text, right?
Yeah.
Yes, with the hollow skin on that. So I should be able to work with that and reprogram it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's got the right tech. It's just
got the right tech.
It's not programmed for stealth.
Right? And the thing with the hollow skin emitter that you were using previously is that you were trying to get it to display the advertisements essentially instead of to mask itself against the background.
Yeah.
So doing the opposite of that it's just going to take you a little bit of work.
Okay. Well, I already have plenty of work planned. I'll just go ahead and get that one because I just really don't want to argue with Jai about it. I'll just add it to the list of work I'm going to be doing. The work that's going to get in the way of me learning Spacer.
Well,
he's still sticking to his comeback in a week.
Okay, I don't think I have a week.
Cross
sir?
his arms.
Look, I could just work with that one.
Is not for sale.
We were demonstrating it like it was for sale.
I will admit, out of character, and I'm sorry for this, Meowkin, but my entire hesitance for not staying a week is that I just think it's funnier not to let you have things you want.
No, I know. Yeah, you're really pushing this interaction here.
Yeah.
Because of it.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. Oh gosh. Can you, hold on. Are we doing 2 trade? Are we doing 6 days, or are you still just doing 3 days? We're doing 1 trade.
We might do 6 days.
Might do 6 days. Okay. In that case, I will try to talk him down to 6 days, because that's a lot easier than adding that extra day. Because Jai is very unreasonable.
All right. This time you get to roll charisma trade.
Ooh.
With a -2 penalty.
With a -2 penalty.
Let's go ahead and add that -2. Charisma. Oh, that was actually a good roll too. But I'm so bad.
Are you keeping that?
Goodness, it doesn't. I guess I might as well. I'm sorry, I might as well re-roll it.
Okay.
Even though I'm less likely to get higher, but
you only need to get a 6 on this.
All right. I did it! I did it!
What? Close to the highest you can roll.
Yep, exactly. I had some -3 total.
Yep. He seems to agree only to get you guys out of his shop.
All right. Still don't know what his deal was, demonstrating that drone and then not willing to sell it. But So everything else I got right.
Yeah, the 6 days was for the whole package essentially.
Okay.
Um,
The Kotofish.
Nick wants to buy a weapon. We don't need to spend a lot of time on this, Ford, unless you want the roleplay interaction. It's easy for Nick to find someone that will manufacture or not manufacture a combination of manufacturing and handcrafting. It's like 3D printing with that personalized aftertouch. It will be authentic in as far as advanced or TL4 weapons can be authentic, and we'll have scroll work, filigree. This here, you can decide if you want it. Can be masterwork.
What does that do?
Masterwork quality gear allow you to have a mod that doesn't take a mod slot for maintenance.
I see. How much more would that add to the price?
It's times 10.
Times 10. How much would it be originally?
The melee weapons are like 50.
It's actually pretty cheap.
Yeah, they're pretty cheap.
Oh, okay.
There's not much that costs a lot in this system until you get things that
Well,
cost a lot.
Yeah,
Medium advanced is 60. Is for
everything's
medium advanced.
either basically peanuts or priceless.
Yeah, a medium advanced weapon. Oh, I'm sorry, is 60.
Oh, I can.
So
Not that
times
much.
10 is 600. Yeah.
I guess actually I would call Tonfa's small advanced, not medium.
Yeah.
So 40.
Actually, yeah, what am I thinking of? There's something.
Hell,
There's
it's
like a
only
large.
400.
There's
Yeah, I'll go for
something
that.
that's like a larger tonfa, isn't there?
Tetsubo or Kanabo.
Yeah.
The club,
Yes.
the spiked club, that would be a large advanced weapon, I'm pretty sure.
No, they make two-handed and one-handed variants of it.
Hmm.
Huh, I can see it either way. Oh
I
yeah,
want it to be
it's not
smaller, so I
not the
can
Tetsu.
sort of
Definitely not
sort
the
of
Tetsu,
try
though.
and conceal it.
Okay, yeah, small is better for that. Yeah, the medium advanced Tetsubo, I think Tetsubo is the metal one, is what Taisi Chi uses in various Dynasty Warrior games.
I've literally never played a Dynasty Warrior game.
That was mostly
Yeah.
from Yaokin.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Sensei. I think has like the larger. It's like I guess it's really just like a large tonfas there. Anyways, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, all the weapons in that game are large too, so
Yeah, that's true.
All right,
They are
so
definitely oversized.
back to Ford. So you're willing to pay for it to be masterwork?
Yes.
2 of them, right?
They come as a
Wait,
set.
2?
Did you want to buy 2 of them?
Sure, I'll buy 2 of them.
I mean, you can't.
Yeah, you can't have Tonfas not doubled, not paired.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it should be one item that comes as a set. It's like saying, do you want to buy 2 shoes?
I see what you're saying, and I disagree for mechanical terms. If you were to use 1 Tonfa, you would be using 1 small advanced weapon. If you use 2, you're using 2 small advanced weapons with the dual weapon wielding.
All right.
Which Nick can't actually do because he doesn't have the requisite skill for it.
Yeah. So it should be
Yeah.
1 two-handed weapon. Just because they're separate doesn't mean that it's not a two-handed weapon.
I see what you're saying. I'm gonna still separate them out mechanically.
All right. It's your game. You just, you should be wrong.
And
Why?
you can just buy 1. It doesn't have to be a paired set there, Ford.
So why would you not want the paired set? At the very least, it looks cool.
And besides, I might as well, start getting myself more like trained for melee combat
Okay.
because sometimes it's just inevitable.
Do you want it modded also? Because it can come with you're buying it Masterwork. It can come with a mod. It just will cost you even more credits.
Mm,
You have a lot of fix available on the ship for installing mods if you want to decide later.
yeah, okay.
I'm pretty sure one of either me or Zoe could put a mod on there if you wanted one.
The main benefit with
All right.
having it built with the mod is that it won't cost double to add the mod.
Oh, that's right, cost double one. Yeah, okay.
I'm actually going to say, Ford, why don't you take a look at the book on page 91, and we'll take a 15-minute break right here, and we'll see what you want on that tonfa when we come back. Sound all right to everyone?
Yep.
All
right.
Yep.
Flexible.
15 minutes, you said?
Yeah.
So 120?
Yeah, 120-ish.
Okay, I'll be right back.
So did you want me looking at installing mods and maintenance, and what about the sample mods? Are there any more than that you're like specifically running?
I do have one other mod. Yeah, I have one other mod, but it's basically just a silencer for laser and or for ranged weapons, so it doesn't really apply.
I see.
I don't think I've added anything else. Let me check for you.
I mean, there's always the
Actually,
customized mod, which just gives you a +1 when you use it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are there any cool cyberwares?
so the customized is just the cheaper version of auto targeting.
The cool cyberwares are basically the ones that you guys are looking at. The panspectral optics and the joint controlling. Now, there are some cool, but they're very specific to the task.
Oh, that's right. Can I buy a grav harness and a grapnel gun?
I believe both of those are okay. The grab harness isn't that TL5?
I
I think
don't
it's
know. That's,
TL. I want to say it's TL4.
Okay.
I just don't know.
Grav harness. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the grav harness is 5. There is there's a grav shoot that's TL4/5. So it's got a
Gotcha.
TL5 version and
Immunofiltration system would be cool if it wasn't just a flavor for 2 permanent system strain.
what's the grav harness for? Is it just basically a reusable clumsy flight at rate? Yeah.
Yeah, just a shitty way to fly.
The
But with
immunofiltration
a
system.
grapnel gun, it becomes an awesome way to fly.
The immunofiltration system is actually would actually be effective when you guys were on Trinity Shade.
So what he's saying is it would have been useful exactly once in 50 games.
Hey, you guys are planning on going back there maybe sometime.
Never.
Actually, I'm
I
not even
feel
sure
like
about that.
Yeah, I think we're just not going back there. Is how I
Because you're
understand.
stiffing those guys.
Yeah, and nobody doesn't seem to care. I don't remember if that's been brought up with Nova or not.
I don't think Nova knows.
Yeah, I don't.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Charlie has a psychic vac suit. Fucking good luck doing the poison hokey pokey.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. So it would be helpful for everyone else. Okay. I was looking at mods for Ford.
Parachute's still a cool parachute. And if you get the TL5 one, you just do it from orbit. True Halo. Actually, it's been pretty much proven you wouldn't need a TL5 one. You just need something to stop you close to the ground. You don't really need it stopping you when you're. Anyways.
I mean, that's just his parachute then, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, it's like I'm not really sure if like an actual TL5, like realistically, whether a TL5 grab shoot is even necessary.
So
It
to
is,
answer your question, Ford, I do not have any weapon mods listed in my campaign. So
but if you can think of any, you can propose them.
Ghost Talker Transceiver?
that's useful.
All right.
Yep, that's the one I was gonna get, or but the other one I was gonna get rather, but not gonna get installed first. But I mean, any hacker with their money's got to get a Ghost Talker transceiver as well.
I feel like having an integrated compad has downsides, because when planned obsolescence hits, you're just left with a dead BlackBerry in your chest.
I think you're thinking too realistic on that. In this game, you won't have to worry about it.
Yeah, my character's not going to live for 3 years.
I mean, at a certain point, technology has to plateau on a certain subject, right?
I do actually kind of agree with you that the grav harness has been. It's people are building them now. They're not great, but they're not TL5. Yeah. I think he just made it tech level 5 so that GMs don't have to deal with players all equipped with flying gear for 5 minutes per cell. Xander, the grav harness
Yeah.
is available here.
Woohoo! I'm probably never going to end up using it because, as with all things, it takes up my very limited amount. How much does it cost? Anybody have that on hand?
I've moved off that page.
Damn.
Sorry, that's
Oh.
behind me now.
Yep, I gotcha. Let me open up the rule book.
Can cyberware be hacked?
Grav harness costs 5,000.
And while you're there, can you also tell me how much a grapnel gun costs?
Grapnel launcher costs 200.
Cool. $5,200.
Did you hear me, Nox?
Said no?
Correct.
Okay.
It gets mentioned in the hacking rules somewhere here or something. Let me see.
Did once again want to note the ship's locker stuff.
Oh, is that in the ship's locker?
The grapnel launcher would be.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll just put $200 back in the bank.
Would it be impossible to try and achieve both, I guess? Unless there's a refractory period between cyberware surgeries?
Well, I guess that's the question. We get both installed at once, or you have to do it one at a time?
Oh God.
I mean, while you're in there, can you just jam this in there too?
You're already putting in something that messes with my eyes. Why not put in one more thing that messes with my eyes?
All right.
You come back with the shine.
I'll make the distinction that if you have the operation done here, where they have dedicated and specialized medical equipment, as opposed to just buying it and bringing it back for Jai to install, then they can cyber you up as much as you want all in one go.
How is a grav harness 3 encumbrance? It literally lets you float.
Do you still want to buy it?
Jeez, well, I mean, someday I'll just drop everything and fly away.
It should really be like like power armor that while it's while it's active, it should negate the encumbrance. But
Oh, maybe I'm just the item is 3 encumbrance, but if I find it in here, it'll be.
I mean, it's almost certainly bulky when not being used.
Yeah.
But
like,
I guess that's up to Dexter whether
that's okay.
it's
Well,
bulky while being used.
that's annoying, but I have it. I bought it.
I'll make it.
Worst case, it
if I
just
need to.
Sure.
Worst case, it just sits in your locker.
Yeah.
I think that'll be the case then.
I'll mod it to be less encumbrance.
I can't remember what I was looking. Oh, I do remember what I was looking at.
That's the flexible mod, actually.
Okay. So Lulu, you've mentioned the ship's locker that you want installed. If I remember right, that's a 0 mass and 0 power requirement, right?
Correct.
It is literally just a credit closet.
Yep.
Okay. um. Well, if you want to stay another 3 days, Zoe can make arrangements for to get all the different materials and supplies and the things all sourced through your official that you'll need to fill a ship locker, and people on the ship can get it installed in a location so it's not just pots and pans hanging on a wall.
You mean 3 days beyond her trading?
Yeah, or anyone else can take what would for them be a week. I guess that's not really much of an option, is it?
No, not really.
Anyone else can just take the 3 days to do that. Basically, it's just something that somebody needs to do. Somebody needs to get all this stuff together. It's something that anyone with any level of trade or administration could do, and those without could try to fake.
Jai, why are you looking at me like that?
No, Jai can actually do this himself.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. It will. Why are we playing yet? We're still on break.
Oh,
Because we're all
I
here.
mean, 15 minutes after. It's been the way
It's
been
break
15
should be ever.
It has been
It has
15
been.
minutes, but
It has been.
I used the transition of the screen on the stream to know where I need to cut in and out on the highlight. So this just causes me some confusion later on, which is fine. I know you guys love confusing me.
Oh yeah.
We don't dislike it.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and bring us back into frame, and I'll just have to remember later on that we did a little bit of relevant chatter
Look,
before. So
look, all I'm saying is, gaslight, girl boss, gatekeep. I don't think that's the correct order.
oh,
Okay.
Oh god, is it? Did this meme go over your head? God damn.
yes, way
I'm
over.
familiar. No, I'm familiar with the meme. I don't understand the meme.
Because we're gaslighting him. And later on, we're gonna girl boss, and then
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm lost.
Yeah, let's move on to actual like getting stuff done, because I super don't want to be on this planet for 8 sessions.
Okay.
I would be happy to leave this session.
Yeah, actually.
So, yes, Jai can spend some of the time that he's with Zoe to also arrange for delivery of ship's lockers worth of supplies.
Mm-hmm.
Lulu, I
Yep.
did want to remind that one of the things you guys said you wanted to do at the end of last session was to ask if anyone here knows about entities. Is that still something you want to do?
I'm weighing my desire to not be stuck here forever. I'll bring it up a couple of times, but I'm not going to make a huge push on it.
Okay. Alright, we've got the drones finished. Jai is in the process of selling Athena. The pre-tech junk. What was the factor on that?
It's 25.
Right.
Here, I'm posting in discussion again.
No, you're good. So that they are willing to buy at 300 per ton.
Okay. Arch,
Yep.
are you going to sell it for 300 per ton?
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good price.
Okay.
I think. Trying to do reverse math in my head. It's not working.
All right, we'd get 1,300 or 13,000 credits for that, for those 45 tons then.
I think 25 times 3.
It comes out to a roll of 6, plus your
Thank
3
you.
for the collection and the 3 for it being pre-tech.
And no bonuses for. Oh no, the plus the 3 for pre-tech. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we should hang on to it. We might be able to sell it for more.
Okay.
6 is pretty low.
Mm,
I'm happy to sell it,
yeah,
but I think that
I think that's a pretty average roll, and it's like we did spend several days here doing it.
sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with selling it.
Let's just get rid of it. Is my inclination, but it's your call since you're the trader.
Yeah, I'm cool with selling it. I
The
don't think it's basically a 9 because this place is a +3. So
Right.
I guess that's fine if I think about it that way.
the stone art it gets standardized pricing, so it doesn't matter what I actually rolled on the dice. It
Mhm.
turns into a 7, and plus your 3 for trading. The end result is 10. What's the factor on that?
1350.
Okay, so 13,500 per ton.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. 40. Yeah, that's a decent amount. Okay. So that would be 13. So that's 553,500. 10 times 5. Zoe, here, I'll write down everything for people in there.
Cool.
Go ahead and move on with more stuff while I'm writing this down.
For the the cybernetics. Did you guys make a decision on whether you want to stay, have multiple cyberware installed here? They will basically do the procedure over the course of between 1 to 3 days, depending on how much you're having installed.
I guess the question is, how good are the salesmen here?
How
Are
good
you-
are they? They are expecting you to know what you want when you come in.
Well, I meant like, let me
is
see. If,
Nemesis a level 7 susceptible?
oh, what?
One of the later seasons of Community, they find out that the
Oh,
dean is like he can't stand up to advertising at all. He ends up buying like 7 Hondas.
okay, yeah, okay. No, I got you now. Well, I meant more in like how, like, in regards to getting someone to go ahead and get it. Like, if someone seems like they're uncertain, yeah, you think they still kind of like.
Oh no,
No, okay.
no.
Well, that makes my job more difficult then.
No, they would not offend you by trying to decide for you.
All right. Well, let's see if peer pressure helps. What about Elena and Charlie?
Well, Elena is jabbering at Nemesis, but you know Nemesis can't understand her.
Yeah, but I'll surely figure out if she's gonna go under the knife here or under Jai.
She seems inclined to just have it all done here. She is impressed by how clean the facility is, and that they have the very specific and specialized equipment for doing it. All stuff that, depending on how much you trust Jai, he'll be able to mock up and do safely. But you know, they've got a comfortable bed here.
Okay. Well, I guess
What about Charlie?
rather than that leads me towards getting it here.
Do you really want to be unconscious while Jai tinkers around inside you?
Okay. Well, I heard Jai. And yeah, I'll go ahead and get it done here for the two that I want.
Okay.
Which is the ghost talk and the drone control.
How much money do I have to slip the doctor to also install a chipset that causes them to learn Spacer?
Wait, can I get the ghost talk transceiver with the built-in translator?
Theoretically, you should be able to.
Or I mean, or will I be able to or will I have program that I can tinker with? It's probably not. It's probably like avoids the warranty, but
it's not supposed to have programming that you can tinker with. That's one of the you can't hack these things.
There's a non-zero chance you'd end up getting yourself killed.
I know.
Yeah, you don't want to brick yourself. Or brick your eyes.
What are the odds that's gonna happen? Let's ghost talk. I'd still be able to see.
That's right. I was thinking the pan.
You're thinking the pan spectral, yeah.
You might not be able to comprehend language at all, though.
Yeah.
No. Nemesis can now understand all the things that are said to her, but her tongue has been bricked.
I can no longer communicate with others. It'll be locked in syndrome.
Is Spacer something that you want to? Well, okay, you have the Connect for it, right?
Yeah, I've got the plus.
So
one
you
Connect.
could mechanically know and you could mechanically learn Spacer. Then, with that in mind, I don't have any problem with letting you learn Spacer, or effectively be able to speak Spacer because of the cyberware.
Okay. Yeah.
It doesn't really matter what the flavor is; just the mechanics need to be followed.
Yeah. The main issue for Nemesis is I have so much work planned in these drones. I just could not spare the time to sit around and learn a language.
Okay.
So I'm very inclined to take a shortcut.
Okay.
Since they're making such a big deal about it.
Do you want other languages as well?
I'm not particularly ambitious in languages, so no.
Okay. So then, go ahead and roll me a. Let's see. We'll do another trade int check to see if how well you can Nemesis conveys this.
Oh lordy, I'm gonna be learning Sengoku, aren't I? Where is this here? Is this? I'm assuming -2.
Still at a -2, yes.
At least his intelligence.
You're not learning Sengoku. You're just mentally having all Spacer translated to Sengoku in your mind.
That's even more useless.
All right. She wants another 5,000 credits for that.
Wow. That's fine.
Okay.
Have all the money.
All right.
All right. And now you get a Japanese dub of Spacer English.
Start seeing people's mouths moving out of sync with the words.
Charlie and Nemesis and Elena can all have their appointments tomorrow. This is they don't have a whole lot of appointments here. So you're fortunate. You can also have your go under the knife at on the 31st. Unfortunately, it'll be early, and you'll miss Nick's performance. So they want you there at 8 a.m.
To fill out all the forms.
No, they're doing that all right now. The 8 a.m. is literally strip down, put this on, get on the table.
All right. Well, Jai's not going to be happy about me not getting around to working on the choreography. But that's a problem I will deal with later.
All right.
Because I'm going to get cold feet if I don't do it now.
So, what cybernetics are being installed all at once? I know there's the drone control link.
Yep, here. Nemesis, drone control link, and a ghost talker transceiver.
Okay. And for Charlie?
What was it called?
Panspectral optics.
And Ghost Talker transceiver.
Okay, and the ghost talker as well.
A fellow ghost talker.
Yeah. All right.
Somebody to talk to.
I considered the holdout cavity, but I decided against it.
All right, and then of course Elena is getting a cybernetic leg. And is that coming out of ship funds, or is somebody else paying for that?
Ship funds.
All right.
Yeah. How much is it?
2,500.
Literally what we got them for.
Hmm.
All right.
For workers' comp.
Yep.
2,500. You said.
I did.
How rich is the ship at this point?
After that,
It just made another
559,000.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty good. Jai's inquiries into entities is taken with a grain of salt, and your state official does refer you to a spirit guide. She says that the spirit guide will can take you on a tour of haunted or otherwise spiritual sites, and she'd be happy to set you up with that tour if you'd like.
Zoe, do you want to go on a tour with a spirit guide?
No.
Then no.
Okay.
Because I was just going to force Zoe to do it if that was if she said yes. I'll pass. Thank you.
Okay. All right, then that just leaves the impending matter of Nick. Did you decide on what mod you want in your Tonfa?
Yes. And it was the concealable one.
Okay. And I think the question kind of got muddled. Was Nick getting a paired set, or did he just want one?
You said that you need like a separate skill to get a paired set, right?
Yeah, you
Well,
need
to use a paired set.
Yeah, I believe you have to have in order to dual wield, you have to have the skill that you're using with that weapon at level 1. Otherwise, you're just holding 2 weapons and attacking with one with no bonuses or penalties.
Let's see. Well, in that case, getting it to 1 would take a little bit. So I think for now I will just go with 1.
Okay. 1 ton.
So that's gonna run you 1,200 credits.
I can
with
pay
the
that.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny. Both things that happen to it cost 10 times the base cost.
Right.
Okay. All right. And in that first day, was Nick able to was he able to and trying to make any preparations for his upcoming performance?
Yes. Like going out running and you know, doing push-ups.
So the 1 day training.
Yep.
Alrighty. Just so that I make sure that we're uncovering all stones, is Jai going to be offering additional pharmaceutical aid to him, or does he want
Yes.
just the Athena on there?
He'll watch him do his katas. How confident is he in this man's abilities to actually perform?
Well, let's get a description from Ford about how well Nick performs.
All right. So he has +1 to Constitution, however a -1 to Strength, and +0 to Dexterity. So
Not great.
yeah.
He also has I believe a -1 to the stab skill.
Yes.
Right. So actually that's pretty bad.
But it'll
Quite
look better
frankly,
with
he's
Scott.
not sure why you chose him for this job, but
I
you're
thought-
paying him, so he's like, well, okay.
Hold on. I thought I may have misunderstood what you were good at as a character.
No, that's even better. I mean, the drug will show off the improvement.
Does this guy even know who I am? I worked in human resources for your corp before I became a mercenary.
I had Nemesis deal with the hiring, and I was told we hired you on as a guard.
Well, yes, I'm a
conversation in
guard because
character.
I can shoot a gun, but I mean, don't expect me to run marathons.
Meanwhile, Nemesis is nowhere to be
Take on
found.
15 armed men.
Hmm. Well, this is outstanding. All right, I will be frank. Do you actually want to go through with this, or do you want someone else to do it?
I mean, it depends on how much you trust me.
All of a
Implicitly.
I super don't. All right, this hurts to watch.
This
I mean,
hurts
boss says
guy.
jump, you jump.
All right. So there are options. Scotty, are you on duty tomorrow?
Yeah. I'm on duty
Damn
every
it.
day. This is a ship.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Is that what Scotty sounds like?
Yes.
Hilarious.
Do you have any? Are any of the guards expert martial artists trained in the UIS style?
Maybe Ephraim.
Great, send him over.
All right. Back at the ship. Well, back at the yeah, the cargo ladder goes up and then comes back down again. In one of the deliveries from the goods that Zoe is selling, Ephraim comes out.
All right, give me a second to look up who the fuck Ephraim is. Are they even on the list?
Yeah, under G1 or G0.
G0. Valerian, Trisha, Macy. Ah, here we go. Ephraim. There we go. All right, Scotty tells me you have some familiarity with local martial arts styles.
Oh my gosh! It just slipped my memory. What is that brutal Indian style?
Krav Maga.
Yeah,
Krav
everything.
Maga. Yes. Uh, he says Krav Maga is similar to many styles here. Some styles here.
I wouldn't know.
Yes,
Wait, no, I
boss.
would know, wouldn't I? Fuck.
Only if you want Jai to know. That's not something I'm gonna gate with a no check.
Okay. Sure. Why not?
What is this about, boss?
Do you want to put on a show for the locals, enhanced by experimental drugs?
Sure.
Great. I like you already. I'll make sure to give him a bonus.
He asks for the details, what is going to be expected of him, um, and how much time he has to prepare a demonstration.
Well, it's supposed to be tomorrow. We were originally hoping Nick would do it, but I may have been a bit misled as to what he was good at. I'm out of character. I'm sorry. In character, I'm not.
Hey, I was just thought it was really funny.
Yeah. And Ephraim actually says nice things about Nick. He says that his skills are not to be underestimated. He will surprise you.
I'll keep that in mind for when he surprises me.
I mean, I did already, didn't I?
You did. Some...
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Great. You did.
You know, you're not wrong. Not right either, but you're not wrong.
All right. But yes.
Okay.
Let me double check something here. So I have the dose of Athena, and then crud, where did we have a list of the pharmaceuticals somewhere?
It should be under handouts, new equipment.
Ah, here we go. Psych up.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking you might be looking at.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's give him a good dose of the good old psych up.
Okay.
If he wants to enhance the Athena with psych up.
Well, if Jai is offering it to him, then he takes it.
Doping on the demonstration of a doping drug?
Look, we're just trying to ginger up the horse a little. Don't worry about it.
Look, everyone knows these things are a bit are on the like you do things at their best, right? And look at it this way: we're also demonstrating that it doesn't have any negative effects when paired with another.
Oh, I thought you weren't even.
Somewhat-
You're going to tell them you're dipping them up then.
I don't think he's telling them.
No, I'm not telling them.
Okay, that's what I thought.
We're demonstrating it to me, which is useful data, even if this doesn't go through.
Yeah. Well, during the demonstration, you see Jai like typing into his datapad as he watches.
Yep. Okay, he's bleeding from his eyes now. That's not too bad.
All right.
Well, I mean, there's nothing in here that says there's like a negative interaction between the drugs, so it's probably fine.
I don't see the contraindications listed.
Ephraim goes to prepare himself. Nemesis and Charlie go in the next day. Nemesis and Charlie go in for their respective surgeries, and the Ghost Talker is neurally invasive. Panspectral optics, yeah, a bit too. So you're both getting high neurally invasive things done. You're going to be out for. Did I say 2 or 3 days, or did I say 1 or 2 days?
I think you said 1 to 3.
Oh, okay. So the whole range.
Yeah.
Well, let me roll a die for them.
Yeah, let me see. I guess both of mine are only, they're both only 1 strain, so.
It's going to be 3 days.
3 days.
So you guys will be here 1 day longer than your initial 3-day landing, unless the ship just leaves you behind.
Okay. Well, sorry, Jai. Nemesis is gonna catch so much shit for this, but oh well.
It's fine. We can always find another hacker.
You can back out if you want.
But they'll only speak Sangoku. No, I'm not backing out.
Okay.
I'm inconveniencing Jai. My time. It's my time to shine.
Now, to be fair, them only speaking Sengoku is not a significant
Difference.
Yeah.
And Elena will only be there for 1 day.
Well, at least Elena's keeping schedule.
This next day at 2 p.m. Who wants to be there for the demonstration? Obviously, Jai is. I'm moving him anyways.
Okay.
I'm there just to keep Jai from like explaining how the drug works to the people.
What do you mean to keep me from doing it? I want to explain.
Exactly. It's stop giving away the product. God damn it.
You go over there, as does Elena.
There's a reason engineers are not allowed in the sales conferences. Well, how did you overcome the whatchamacallit problem? Well, let me get out a whiteboard and explain to you exactly how our product works.
All right, perfect.
Well, how'd you overcome that problem? Oh, we didn't. We just hide it. You what?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Is Nick watching also?
Yeah.
Okay.
He wants to know like what he almost got himself into.
So, there is a space that has been prepared out for you guys' demonstration. It's a fairly large open space. It's kind of in a house, but it's, you know how the movies depict these houses as boxes with an open center.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you're at. You're in the open center of a house. It's somebody's sand garden, so to speak. And along one wall, a row of chairs have been set aside. You're being observed by about half a dozen interested officials. Ephraim is standing there with you guys in a small room that's been set aside for your own preparations. You've of course been offered tea and sweets, and incense burning along all 4 corners of this inner open space. Ephraim's shaking out his muscles, looks over at Jai, and turns his back to him, presenting what is the most common place for medic administered drugs. Seems like he's done this before, or at least had a medic administered combat drugs to him before.
Well, he does seem to be at least a little bit weathered, so I'm not too surprised.
I'm confused. Don't they want to see pre and post? We're just giving him the post.
That is actually a good question. Did they want to see pre and post?
Because I mean, we could just bring in a real cool guy to do it. I mean, that wouldn't
Yeah.
really prove anything, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm not sure Ephraim necessarily knows that, unless that was something that Jai did go over with him.
He probably would have.
Okay. Then hold off on him presenting his shoulder blade. He picks up.
Also, shoulder blade is a terrible place to get an injection. That would hurt like a bitch.
Well, that's not where the actual injection is. That's just what is presented as the body part that you can focus on, around which are the most places that you would inject, like shoulder, right beside the shoulder blade, the neck.
Okay. I'm gonna stop nitpicking now. I swear.
I doubt it.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like you.
No, it's okay though. You're keeping me on my toes. Ephraim grabs his weapons of choice. Xander, what weapons would those be?
He uses a cane sword.
No, he doesn't.
No. Try again.
He uses
They're kukri, I believe. They're kukri.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say Estrema sticks.
That might actually be the correct term. I don't remember. Whatever it is, it's weapons particular to his Krav Maga style. He ventures into the center of this open space. There are seats on your side of this for you guys to watch as well.
Apparently, the most common weapon used in Krav Maga is a handgun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's a very practical martial art.
Yeah, I fucking love it.
It
That's
is.
hilarious.
It is. And he goes through a simple demonstration of handgunless combat.
He does a kata.
He does.
I'm not sure if they're called that in Krav Maga though. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think they are in Krav Maga.
And is met with the officials taking notes and nodding, and also being fairly stoic-faced at his performance.
All right.
Does Jai, does Zoe let Jai explain anything about what's about to happen?
Yeah, I'm just there to step in and buzz him if he does bad stuff.
Does Jai
Yeah.
try to do bad stuff?
He probably does go into a little bit more detail than Zoe is comfortable with.
How is Zoe stopping him?
He has an accessible foot, right?
Yeah.
Just step on it a little. Just a little.
Ah!
That fucking got me. Oh shit.
All
All right. Okay.
right.
All right.
He tones it back a little bit though. After she steps on his foot. But he does explain like the gist of it.
Drugs are administered, and
All right. Ephraim, is he actually going to make a skill check?
he is.
Can I use my leadership to help him out? That's
Jesus
bad.
Christ. Oh, that's terrible. Jesus.
Maybe I should have been. Yeah, maybe I should have done the fighting.
Yeah.
Wait, he's a guard. He has a reroll.
Not for skill checks, and NPCs don't get those anyways.
Yeah, and Nemesis did not do the thing I told her to do. So
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well,
Like I said, Nimbus is gonna get so much hell for this, but it's all worth it.
In character, real quick. Wow, I'm glad I wasn't the one taking that.
Hmm.
oh god, his eyes are gonna start bleeding or some nonsense.
All right. Is there anything else that can actually plausibly be done here?
Well, if one of you wants to try and salvage this somehow, I'm open to any ideas you have.
I would
Hmm.
presume part of the failure would be due to him not being used to the improved performance.
Okay.
He does seem a little bit embarrassed by what has just occurred. His movements were out of whack and disjointed.
Okay. Let's see. Um.
Like this roll is so bad that I just want to like drop it and leave.
I mean, I
Kinda.
could try and convince them, like, of something.
All
I have a
right.
good idea of what to say.
Yeah.
Hit it.
If you want to step in and say something, I can. Jai will pull Ephraim aside for a moment and give him a quick pep talk too.
Okay.
You see, this was only because we had to change our test subject, our demonstrator, as you see, on the fly, as something came up, as a personal thing to them came up a little bit before this. So this person hasn't been quite, used to the increased stimulus that our previous one was, and we're not sure when our previous one may come back.
Ephraim. Ephraim.
Yeah.
Focus your mind.
It's very hard with this boss. You can see everything.
You can, but I want you to take that sight and focus it in on everything just right directly in front of you. Take thing
I can do this.
right. Take it step by step by step. Go through the kata. Then go through it faster and faster and faster until you end at the opposite side of the room. You can do it. I believe in you, and I believe in what I just put in, and I believe in the drugs I just put in you.
I believe in you, and also my shit don't stink.
Yes.
Believe in the me that believes in the drugs inside of you.
Also,
Yeah.
I have to go. I have to go. So should I just
Yes.
put in my
Before you
clock
go,
check?
can you roll me a charisma talk check?
Certainly. Could we have another try? I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
in character, not for the role.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So let's see. That was 4 and a 2. Connected diplomat. Okay. And diplomat level 1. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Nick's explanation is sufficient that they will allow the demonstration to continue. He did shift their reaction from one of dismissal to basically they want to see how quickly now Ephraim can adjust to this. And
And I mean, technically, I wasn't lying.
nope, not at all. And Ford, thanks for joining us. We'll look forward to seeing you next week.
Yep.
Thank you. You guys have a good one.
You
Take
too.
it easy, dude.
And Lulu, go ahead and give me a charisma lead check.
I can do that. Charisma. Prisms.
Ooh.
Okay. Ephraim comes back out, a little bit slower and a little bit more controlled. Gives them a bow, and steps into it again.
Oh, thank God.
There we go.
Significantly better. He is able to control the impulses and the sensory experience that he is receiving, um, and even starts improvising in his kata, reacting to the officials, as one of them raises a hand to wipe his brow. Ephraim mimics the as a threat. Doesn't attack the official, but makes apparent that he's responding to that. Um, and the officials start to uh, rather reservedly play along. One will shift their glasses, or shift their collar, and see how quickly Ephraim responds to it all. In the end, they are actually quite pleased, quite impressed with this performance, and Sekiro Masumi, your state official, approaches Jai and says that they should discuss this business further.
I incline my head and let... Was it her? Yeah, let her lead us on.
Um, she wants to do this a little bit slower than Jai wants, but this will cover Nemesis a little bit. Funny enough. She says that in 2 days she would like you to present the data that you have on the formula, as well as the any intellectual papers that you've written on its production and your observations. So she basically wants a you would know what these are better than I do, Lulu. She wants a study, whatever
Right.
study you've done, and if you haven't done one, she expects there to be one done in 2 days.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that would have been done as part of the whole test of the development procedure. So
yeah,
we've already got that.
Okay. This is to be a formal affair, and you should dress appropriately. And nobody with a translator should open their mouth. She says that as politely as she can.
All right.
Perfect. She is not able to directly discuss money. But if you would like to give me a wisdom notice check from Jai, or from anybody else who's listening in on this, bearing in mind the -2 penalty.
Wisdom notice from Jai.
All right. I'll go ahead and make one for Nick. If he speaks Sengoku, I don't think he does.
He does have diplomat.
Yeah, it wasn't one of the common languages though.
Okay.
Nobody else wants to roll that?
I'm gonna.
Oh, you're not there now. Oh, Jesus.
I'm pretty sure an average roll for me at a -2 would be like a 1, so no, I'm not gonna roll.
Nick wouldn't have a -2, would he?
Okay.
Because he's diplomat, he knows he speaks Sengoku.
Nah.
Or was that something else?
No, it's not one of the diplomat only gives you like the most common of the languages.
Okay.
It doesn't give you all the sector languages.
Oh, I could have sworn Sengoku was listed. Okay, never mind.
Would Jai teach Sengoku?
Fine.
Oh, Xiao Wu, that's the one I was thinking of.
Yes.
I actually had it pulled up not too long ago, so.
He can give you the basic rundown if you can catch him at a good time.
After you guys all depart, Nick can say that she was using very cleverly couched language that doesn't commit herself to anything.
Mhm.
To say that the offer that she's anticipating is around 60,000 credits.
Mhm. Okay.
And that they're open to counteroffers. Well, this part can come from Zoe, so I'm going to tell it to Xander and let Zoe disperse with the information if she will. With how tightly controlled some of the trading is, other perks are sometimes included. Like, they might be dead set on 65,000, but be willing to offer certain perks or favors that are not numerical in value.
Yeah. Okay.
So maybe this is a good situation, a situation which it might be a good idea to just offer it as a gift to the Emperor in exchange for favors.
Are we planning on coming back here to collect those favors?
Probably not, but
Because money is the favor you can spend anywhere.
that's true. We'll see if we can think of any other favors we actually want.
Okay.
I mean, it's from my perspective, it's your thing. So whatever you want to.
I honestly don't. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what we could actually get from them. But we have a couple more days here, so if you want, we'll definitely have another. We'll have another batch of trading for you to get through anyway. So,
Do they have an extradition treaty with the Galactic Mandate or anything?
No, they don't.
Okay. I mean, favor of safe harbor.
They're already pretty much. They deny jurisdiction to Galactic Mandate.
Okay, so they'd already basically be safe harbor. So that's not really a favor now, is it?
Yeah, pretty much. And it's important to note that denying jurisdiction goes farther than simply not having an agreement. They not only do not have an agreement with Galactic Mandate for patrolling space, they actually say you guys they will kick them out.
okay. So let's see. What now?
Well, that's effectively it for 3 days. Unless there are any scenes or anything else that you guys want to interact with or engage with in these next 2 days, then it's just Charlie and Nemesis having their bodies and brains rigged up, and then you're meeting with her, which we don't have to roleplay through. We can just talk about what Jai wants to offer or wants to ask for.
Okay. I'm taking one of the motorcycles out for a drive.
Okay.
I'm just gonna drive around for a while.
Do you know that you can drive on walls with some of those motorcycles?
I do. It's gonna be helpful when I spend the time going to find my loot box. But I'm just going out for a drive, guys. See you in a while.
Wait, was loot box 3 days or 7 days?
3 days.
Oh shit.
It's been 3 days this whole game.
Yeah, I think I forgot that.
It's all good. I look in it, determine I don't need any of that stuff, and put it back in its hiding spot.
Until Dex remembers what it actually was and gives you the good stuff this next session.
Yeah, it's the key to the city. It's the ultimate. It's the ultimate tea set that will let me introduce myself to the emperor.
Um, well, I guess I would need to. If you guys could figure out a interaction that you can have between yourselves, and this can include Nemesis and Charlie, then I'll take 5 minutes and jot down
Roll
what
up.
I think would be in here.
Roll up
Okay.
some loot box stuff.
Roll up some loot box, yeah. This is at the end of your yeah. So this will be a kind of a future scene. It'll occur after you guys have already made your trade with the official. So we can do those first. We can do
So
that first.
So is Jai gonna chew out Nemesis?
Isn't Nemesis still passed out?
This is a somewhat future scene.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I probably feel like shit, but you know,
Nemesis,
assumably awake. Oh yeah.
I noticed you have some work done, Nemesis.
Oh, do you like the hair?
That's not what I mean. I noticed you didn't do what I asked you to do, Nemesis.
What was that again? So I'm a little fuzzy still.
You were supposed to create a plan, Nemesis, for Ephraim.
I thought it was supposed to be for Nick.
Hmm. Yes, you were a bit unavailable when the situation changed. Though I noticed you didn't make a plan for either of them.
It was
So
okay. Real talk. It was Charlie's idea.
Charlie's idea.
Yep. He just said that I was, if I didn't do it now, I was gonna lose the nerve and not get it done. Can I go to bed now?
Mm-hmm.
I've got
This
a
is
pounding
over.
headache.
Yes, I notice. That's why I've been so kind as to set up this drum set right outside your room.
I know. Torture.
I thought I'd get a bit of practice in with percussion.
In that case, I'm going to attempt to pile up as much as I can against the door. I don't know if it helps. Like all the any cushions I have in my room, I'm just gonna like pile up against the door. They probably don't help much, but that will be my struggle if Jai is going to keep up the drum torture.
Come around the corner.
He doesn't actually.
See you playing the drums.
Okay, well, there's still if the door gets open, there's still going to be a couple cushions that pile
Like, why
out.
would he do that? Why would he do that? He can just play music over the intercom into Nemesis's room.
Look, the personal touch. The
Once
personal touch.
While she's vulnerable, but I mean, I could probably counteract that. Like, that's something I could still maybe fight off with programming. I'm
Do you
still
have-
a hacker.
Do you have access to the ship's intercoms from your room?
Yeah.
I can't imagine why I wouldn't at this stage.
She
Yeah.
has a multi-tool.
That's true.
You are offline,
Look,
Arch.
What?
You're offline.
In what?
Jai's not actually going to do anything.
Okay.
Unless I can dock her pay.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
mean-
I'm almost always offline. I have it
That's-
set to show me as
that's-
offline.
Really, probably I guess some sort of charter that I signed.
I don't think. I don't know. I don't actually know. 'Cause we
How
didn't fill
formal
out
is
that part of the charter.
Yeah, we never really. I mean, I'm a crew that gets paid shares, right? I don't really know how that works. legally speaking. But then again, I don't suppose anything we do is really legally backed by anything, is it?
No.
I mean,
So,
the law of
presumably-
contract.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, who's going to enforce it? The Galactic Mandate?
Mm.
I'm not actually doing anything. So,
Okay, well, you still gave Nemesis a bigger headache.
yeah.
Congratulations.
Which
Gen-
I think is a victory.
The general spacer community.
Oh wait, no, I've got it.
Oh boy. I should probably stop
I
this.
hook up. No, this is gonna be perfect. I hook up a spacer language tutorial to the intercom and play it into her room.
No, I'm not supposed to use my implant yet.
Let's
This
do
causes additional pain
fromage.
because it is the implant is translating it.
Yeah,
Let's do fromage.
omelette du. Yeah, I wake up the next day. Omelette du fromage. All I can say. Classic.
Oh my god.
Omelette du fromage. Omelette du fromage.
God,
That's a classic episode.
it
Yeah, I
really
haven't seen
is. Mm,
And hey,
no.
it's Dexter's lab.
Yep.
How
Alright.
appropriate.
The loot box has been located and the contents revealed.
Mm.
Does it include a sword?
No,
Well, why would that? What?
it's more of a dagger. Honestly.
Dex hastily rewrites the.
Oh, it's amazing.
Did I write Tonto?
Can I-
I meant Kanato.
Oh shit. I'm
Tonto is the dagger.
gonna be killing the dudes on horseback. from the
Yes.
Okay.
There's
does
also
it-
a horse in the box. Look at that.
Does- Well, no, because right, aren't kanatos this like super long katanas?
I think that I said a bullshit word. I think it's Kanabo.
Kanabo is the club. The super long katanas are Odachi.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Does the translator torque translate the paperwork at all?
No. It's no different from what you're already wearing.
I take a picture of the official documents and then I put them back in the box along with the torque. I take the knife.
Okay.
And then I hide it back in its hiding spot.
Did you want to? Are you going to show the documents to anyone?
Yeah, well, I kind of have to if I want to figure out what they mean.
Yeah.
Is she showing that to Jai?
Yeah, I mean, he's the only one that speaks Japanese, right? Or
Yep.
Son Goku.
It's Japanese. It's fine.
Yes. It is directions to a farm plot not far outside of Goro. You saw those as you were coming down. They're small little things. Clearly not meant to feed the populations here. They are novelty things. And it looks like it belongs to Zoe.
Sweet. I always wanted a retirement property.
Congratulations, Zoe. You own a small hobby farm.
Let them eat cake.
Actually, that might be a good idea for you to go examine to see if there's anything else there. I doubt it, but you never know.
I mean, I feel like nobody got that reference. Marie Antoinette.
No, I got it.
Okay, good. Yeah, I guess I'll go take a look at it.
Okay.
If we got time. I take my knife with me.
It's just a couple hours journey outside of town. With the only real way of getting to it being your motorcycle, or walking or bike, of course. There's no road to it. There is a trail. There's a path. And when I should be clear, when I say there's no road to it, there's no car road. The
Mm.
the path is clearly paved, but in a way that aesthetically looks like it's a dirt trail.
Okay.
It's not perfectly mimicking it, but it's trying not to stand out too much. It's not, black slab concrete through the middle of the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Is Zoe just going out there on her own?
Yeah.
Okay. When she arrives, the farm has a small gate, as well as an intercom system with it. She can see past it's a iron wrought fence. She can see through it. She can see the farm. It looks like it's an active farm. It's being worked.
Yeah.
Actually, how would
Somebody's
Zoe
there.
know that?
Look, I'm a city girl, but I know what people working looks like.
Uh, okay. She does see somebody actually working it. Yes, that's the clearest indication. There's
Yeah.
also no weeds anywhere inside. It's immaculately
Yeah.
kept.
Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Uh, I mean, if it looks like there's people there, I think she'd probably bail.
Okay.
She
All right.
went, she saw. She didn't conquer.
They were well, she wouldn't know what they were farming there either, but
Oh, actually, no. She buzzes the intercom.
okay. Um, a voice comes over, um, identifies itself as so and so from LaRue Farm.
Okay, now she bails. Just wanted to check.
Yep. All right. So that actually does everything that you guys were already doing. You've got a couple more days for Zoe to do another 2 sets of trades, and for Nemesis's drones to be completed and delivered. What other 2 trades do you want to do?
I thought we were only gonna do the 2.
And we got 3 more days, so might as well try to get a couple more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was the microchips and the biomass.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. Ship inventory. You've got that in there, right? Saleable goods. Yes. Perfect. All right. Biomass. I see that. And microchips. Okay. There we go. Astronautic. All right. Cool. Although these are military, they will still, they're still interested in them because of the their capability for being used and speeding up some processes in their own manufacturing.
Mhm.
Let me make a couple of rolls for those. I'll do the uh, chips first because that's what I wrote down first. Those there. Oops. Wrong with. Oh, yeah. That's funny. Okay. And
Excuse me.
Well, it would have turned out this way anyways, because of trade with Shinobu, but both of the results ended as a 7.
Great. No, thanks.
Shouldn't that be like a 10 then?
Well, it ends. Sorry, the dice themselves rolled a 7, which is what they
Oh,
would
okay.
have turned into, but your modifiers still come up. So the 850, the chips, can be sold at 11,050 per deciton.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
The biomass, Jesus Christ, 179 tons of that.
We're keeping 5.
We're keeping
One.
one.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's already
okay.
been opened.
Oh, well, yeah, fair enough. We're gonna make some Taco Bell tacos.
And 640, or sorry, 6,400 per ton of the biomass.
Fuck yeah! Sell.
The
We're gonna crash the
complication
market.
that you're running into with these additional trades are that these are very large sales, and your state official, Masumi,
Mm-hmm.
says that she cannot authorize their purchase without not successfully, without performing a tea ceremony.
Okay. Do we need to be there for that?
You have, yes.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. She said she had to perform a tea ceremony. I don't know.
That's actually why she's a little bit hesitant here, is because
Because we don't know shit about tea ceremonies.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's it's gonna be a problem.
I'm sure you can pull it off.
Yes, performance, my best and most wonderful stat. We're so screwed.
Do you want me to go instead?
No.
Nope, it
No,
has
no,
to
no,
be
no.
Zoe.
Yep.
Uh,
Hey, would you say that this is a role related to like a trade thing?
Nope.
sure, because
Are you fucking kidding me?
there is a trade involved, Dax.
Not for the tea ceremony. The
Yes,
tea.
the tea ceremony is the whole linchpin of a trade. Therefore, it is a trade-related role. Therefore, I get 3 dice. Don't make me fight you.
There will be no discussion of trade or anything except for the tea. In fact, there will be no discussion for Zoe at all, because you can only speak Sengoku in the ceremony, and not with any translation.
All right. Well,
If
we're fucked.
Zoe
No
takes
sale,
some
then.
time to prepare for it, this isn't something that happens immediately. This is something
Oh,
that gets
okay.
scheduled. If Zoe takes some time and seriously studies hard and prepares for it, then I'll let you have your 3 dice.
Yeah. I mean, fuck. I guess I have to. She's gonna learn the exact angle and how many times you're supposed to go around.
she pulls up what few educational videos there are on tea ceremonies floating around from
I thought
travelers who've been here before.
I get the most kick-ass kimono. Like, people are gonna be drawing fan art of this moment for years.
Okay. How much is?
Oh, so you're getting an extra ostentatious one.
No, I'm getting the best one, which is not the same thing.
Okay.
And she is asked, what is the kimono for?
Tea ceremony?
Okay. The the tailor that she is addressing points her to some very simple and inostentatious
Yeah.
kimonos.
See, this is why you get people that know what they're doing to do this kind of stuff, because they know.
However, there are still some levels of expensiveness that can go into it. How much is Zoe willing to spend on this kimono?
How much are we selling these things for? Like 10 times the price?
That was over 6,000 a unit, right? Or ton?
Yeah, which is like 10 times the price we paid for it.
We didn't pay anything for it.
10 times the price it regularly is.
No, the factor is misleading in that the average there will be 7 times that price. 7 times the factor is your baseline.
Right. Okay, yeah. So we're selling it for like
A little
a
bit
little
more.
over half.
Yeah.
Yeah. She would spend 5 times whatever 10 times whatever the price of a regular ass kimono is.
So get a masterwork kimono.
Yes.
Okay, Dex, what's the cost of a normal kimono?
Well, there's the cost of a normal kimono is like 5 credits.
No,
This
we're
is
getting a masterwork tea ceremony kimono.
yeah.
This is the kind of shit you go meet the emperor in. Sunday best.
So what?
You could I know you're gonna laugh at this amount for making such a big deal out of it, but Zoe could end up spending some 2 to 3,000 credits.
Okay.
Yeah. At the high end, 3,000 will have it prepared in time for the tea ceremony.
Well, then I guess we're paying 3 fucking thousand, aren't we?
Yes, you probably are.
All right. How am I supposed to put this on my character sheet? Is it equipment? Is it armor? I don't know.
It's definitely not armor.
I don't know. Could you get ones made like the
One fancy
shirts on
ass
Ghost?
kimono?
No, you cannot.
Oh, lame.
I put it in my other equipment as
Yeah, that's
one fancy ass kimono.
One expensive kimono. It's not actually that fancy. It is
Plus,
It is elegant.
elegant,
expensive.
expertly crafted, and of the highest value material.
And I assume it comes with all the accoutrement, hairpin or
Yes.
whatnot.
Mhm.
Pearls. I don't know.
Yes, it does.
It's those sweet, like, whatchamacallem slippers.
Yes. Even though you'll be taking those off before you even enter the tea house.
Yeah, but that's how people know that you're, quality if you go the whole way.
All right, the day of your tea ceremony comes. This is right around the 6th day, so Nemesis has her drones and drone parts delivered.
I'd give an excited yay, but it comes out more like a yay.
And now, is that yay in Spacer or British English?
Probably British still, because it hurts whenever I think in Spacer.
All right, Zoe, getting that going to that tea ceremony with Masumi. Masumi is the first guest, and as second guest, Zoe doesn't have to say anything, which is good because she can't. She will be
Look, I can read off a script. I can look up how to pronounce very specific sentences and fucking memorize that. It's not that hard.
It's not as much a script. The host has things that they say, but all the other conversation or comments are actually specific to what you're doing. I spent a little bit of time looking up tea ceremonies in anticipation of this.
Oh my god, this is terrible. Why would you do this to me? Also, I have a Connect +1. Doesn't that mean I should know 4 languages?
It means you can, yeah.
Okay, just wondered. I don't actually want to use it on Shinjuku because I don't think we're ever coming back here. But I was just wondering.
No, you do have a farm here.
My
back
dad
next time.
has a farm here. Thank you very much.
No,
What?
you have the farm.
have
here.
a farm.
It's in your name.
It is.
Weird. Anyway,
Um,
when they answered the buzzer, did they answer in Spacer or British English?
no, it was in Sengoku, but LaRue was
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
and Zoe just kind of assumed that the word that followed it was farm.
Yeah.
All right, it's a very formal affair. As I said, the first guest is the one that actually gets the conversation, and the conversation snippets are specific to the utensils that are presented, the flowers that are in the tea room, the scroll that's on the wall. It's not something that you can memorize a bunch of phrases and hope to get right, unless you like gambling.
Well, I
Bless
think
you.
we'll let the dice roll see how that goes.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. That will be a perform charisma check.
Here we go.
Good luck.
That's a not bad performance.
Yeah, but do I really want to wow them?
You get the higher of the 2 rolls if you do the expert reroll, don't you?
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah. Fuck, I'll reroll. Why not?
Yeah, you don't risk anything by rerolling it, except for the possibility of rerolling something else later.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess the first one was the better one.
Okay.
I do not embarrass myself. That should count for something.
More importantly, you don't embarrass the official.
Yes.
The
The most important thing.
It's worth noting, because I'm not sure I made it clear, the official is actually not performing the ceremony. Somebody else is hosting it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just brought along as a, hey, look at this cool foreigner I found.
This foreigner who's selling us a bunch of goop.
This is the 4-hour version of this tea ceremony.
Oh god, I have to pee so bad right now. But I don't mean Zoe. I mean me, Xander. I really have to pee. If you make me sit here for 4 hours, there's gonna be an accident.
Oh, do we have to roleplay it out for the whole 4 hours now?
Oh, god. I'm done. I'll see you guys later.
I
Ooh,
wouldn't be
I
able
got-
to do that.
I've got another game in 3 hours.
No.
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 The tea ceremony performance is adequate, and you were able to sell your goods at those prices.
All right.
Dope.
What was the price again?
Oh man. 11,050 for the chips per desktop, and 6,400 for the biomass per ton.
Times 179.
Okay, let me.
I really do have to pee though. I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
I'll allow you.
Okay.
I'm just giving out all the money. How much does that end up getting you?
So for the second set, it's 2,029,600.
Damn it. Yeah, I thought so.
Ooh.
I will be making some adjustments to how I do trade after this campaign.
I mean, I don't even at this point. I don't know what to spend the money on.
Yeah, I know.
Now, to be fair, Zoe's special ability is money.
It
That
is.
her superpower is money.
but I realized I'm realizing why I did not include the seller's trade skill in the 2d6 roll, the basically the market roll. It skews it too much. The profit really should be made more by taking things to places where they have bonuses instead of just now I'm getting, this place's bonus and I've got my 3 trade on top of that.
Hey, was that knife a small advanced weapon or a medium advanced weapon?
That's a small advanced weapon.
Okay.
Well,
But yeah, this is more profit than I intended.
for the second time.
Yep, you guys are helping me to adjust it.
Same
Look, if
time.
you
Go ahead.
can't sell a bunch of medical goop as for large profits. What can you sell for a large profit?
What were you gonna say, Nox?
We've never had a way of actually spending any of the money that we had anyways.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it sounds like it's time for me to buy some really fancy clothes here.
What was the yeah, sorry, what was the breakdown?
I think Phil was doing that
I'm
right
doing
now.
it right now.
Gotcha, okay.
Charlie
Alright.
threw away 75k and it didn't matter.
So
Yeah.
so I just posted the second 3 days. So that's not including the first 3 days. So in total, Zoe, you would get
Boy, howdy! I think I'm back up where I'm past where I started. Nice.
Yeah.
so in total, Zoe, you have 1,291,550.
No, I think in total I have 3,660,170.
Right. I'm not counting the stuff you had before.
Numbers go up. It makes me happy.
I'm a quarter millionaire. There's something satisfying about that. I mean, we already didn't really need the money anymore, so at this point, it is a little bit meaningless, but it's still really fun to see those numbers.
Look, I still like to think of it in terms of how many grav tanks I can buy. And I believe I think I'm up to 8.
Oh,
Amazing.
we could definitely retire. What do y'all think? You think we all retire?
No,
Nah.
we're not retiring.
Yep,
Nope.
totally. Campaign ends, retiring to the cliffs of Dover. I don't know.
We're retiring to that one. What's the place called again?
What are you talking about? I'm retiring here to work on
Sos?
my farm.
We're going back to Sos to retire.
No, we're not retiring on Sos. We're going someplace better. We're going to fucking Cabal, Hotel Cabal.
No, there's no retirement there. Those are very limited stays.
Oh
Wait, I could buy 3 mechs. Who wants to turn this into a mech game with me?
Well, we've already got the ice ferret.
Yeah. So all we need is a dire wolf and a mad cat. Oh wait, that's the same thing.
Oh
wait, no.
The Mad Cat is a timber wolf, isn't it?
Timberwolf. Yeah. You're right. And we just need an awesome.
No, hold on. Are we clanners or inner sphere?
Yes.
An Atlas?
All right, so that I can get you guys off this planet in this session like you want. Let's refocus for a second here.
Way to blame it all on us.
Hey, I had a cool a cool full page event with the whole haunted, sites and the spirit guide, but no, you guys didn't want to do that. I'm not bitter.
I thought that was a joke.
No.
Oh shit! Oops.
Wait,
go back.
No, that's the way Sandbox goes. I'm not actually bitter or even, joking bitter.
Was there any additional cost for having the cyberware installed on planet?
No, there was not.
Okay.
How many? Oh shoot! I could buy assault suits for everybody on the crew.
Oh yeah, Jesus, you could get assault
forgot-
suits into your armory at this point, I think.
Yeah, shit, I forgot they were so cheap.
Yeah, they really
Uh-huh.
are.
We could get an eternal engine or eternal reactor, which I think would be my choice.
That's where the money really goes, is the ship mods, especially with a ship this expensive.
Right.
Yeah. Here we are. Wow, I could buy way more grav tanks than I thought. 12? I could have a squadron of grav tanks.
No, this is a mech game. They are four. You have 4 lances.
Yeah. Yeah. No, 3 lances.
Oh, yeah, you're right. 4 per lance.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Or I could have a supernova and some extra.
Masumi is pleased with the business that has been done. She compliments Zoe on her ability to mimic.
Not totally ruin stuff. Look, she
Mhm.
can keep her mouth closed when she has to.
Well,
Hmm.
she says that much more kindly than that. She applauds Zoe's ability to mimic in and emulate the customs of the this very ritualized culture that you're seeing here.
Mm.
Um, and hopes that if you guys end up coming back to Sengoku, she hopes that she will be the official assigned to work with you.
Yeah, no, I Zoe definitely, says that it's been good from this end too. And hopefully, yeah, next time we're here,
Yeah.
it can be just as profitable for us both.
Yes, that's fine.
Huh. So,
What's up, Knox?
this is entirely off topic, so it can be said after the game.
Yeah, let's
Well.
wait for that.
Well, good news. I finally have enough money to buy my own starship.
you
See ya.
guys have finished your 6 days here, and if there's nothing else that you want to do on Shinobu, you can.
Dex, I did want to point out we still need to do the discussion about the Athena.
Oh my! Wow! I almost ran off with you. I was so excited to get you guys off the planet in one session. Okay. So, as I said earlier, it doesn't have to be a role-played discussion unless you want it to be. It will be Jai and whoever else is there with him, sitting around a table and discussing business at the prescribed time to discuss this business.
Mhm.
No language other than Sengoku can be spoken. That means that no translator torques can be used.
It's fine. Or no translator torques can be used to speak, or no translator torques can be used, period.
No translator. That is a good question. If you, I don't know why the translator torques aren't written this way to begin with. Probably just to make a little bit more problem for the players. But if you loop the translator torque in through your compad, then they can be used. They, having things repeated back in a different language would audibly would break the no language can be spoken rule.
Okay. Yeah, I think we can loop it into the compad and just have Zoe there for trading notes with Jai.
Oh, I
while
guess
he
I
talks.
could think of a reason why it isn't done that it automatically. It's because then you wouldn't be able to speak and be understood.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, it's no problem to loop that into your compad so that it's basically in I understand what you're saying mode only. And you can even integrate it into clothing well enough that it's not a glaring bauble sitting around your neck. You're not wearing beats to this meeting.
Mhm.
And what, if anything, do you want to offer them or do?
Well, we're offering them the. Well, we're giving them the data and the formula for the Athena, right?
Right. Well, okay. So
That's the
specifically, the
basic offer.
the offer on the table is just the Athena formula and the whatever reports the reports that you've written for 65,000.
Mm-hmm. And they said they also would do some other perks.
Yes, that was very heavily implied in Masumi's language. Nick picked up on that. It was not explicitly stated.
Hmm.
And Zoe, with her induction into this culture, if she wants to, can tell Jai that it would be very, very poor form uh, to actually say that it is part of the trade. You have to be round the bush with just about anything that you want to make part of the deal, aside from the cold hard cash credits.
A headache.
It certainly is. It's all part of kind of their custom. We don't have to do that. We don't have to role play through that. Um, it's just something that Jai needs to be aware of so that he doesn't offend anybody here at the table.
Actually, I do have an idea that I wouldn't mind discussing with Zoe beforehand.
That's fine. We can rewind just a second.
So there isn't. Well, it's unlikely we'll do much coming back here, if at all. There are a couple of options if we offered an exclusive deal to the Emperor for this. I'm sure we could get plenty of perks here on the planet if we really wanted to. Oh no! I just had out of character. I had a horrible idea of having Zoe declared a daimyo or something.
Oh God, why?
That might be a little bit beyond what you can negotiate for the Athena formula.
Even for exclusivity, yeah, probably a bit too much. Even then,
Probably yes.
we could have her declared a Hatamoto. That's a samurai retainer directly in the service of the emperor.
Gotcha. Probably still too far.
We could have her declared
Shogun.
No, that's way too far.
Amazing.
Well, we could get some minor title for you, or
yeah.
Well, we could theoretically parlay into some minor title if we were willing to give up the 65,000. Well, even if we kept it, if it was particularly minor, and which might be useful in the future if we ever did come back. We could also consider offering it as a gift and offering to bring some of the Emperor's people on board to us to work for us and test this out. They're certainly more likely to be better trained than any one we could hire, and if we do this properly, we might be able to get by without having to pay them.
Just really want me to make more faces.
Oh yeah, I absolutely want you to make more faces. It's great.
Yeah, I'm cool. Whatever, it's your Athena, man. I will back up whatever you want.
genuinely don't know what to deal how to deal with this particular situation. I'm not a trader, Zoe. You're the trader.
Well, I mean, if you're looking for a long-term investment, yeah, favors are great. If you're just looking to make a quick buck, well,
I think in this particular situation, 65,000 compared to everything we've just earned isn't that much.
mhm. Well, I mean, yeah, favors from the Emperor is always nice.
Okay. Well, I could discuss our plans to go on a bit of an expedition here in the near future. They might be able to assist with that. Okay. Yeah, we'll work on those lines then.
Okay, so what angle are you approaching?
So I think the idea here is give it a. We're trying to aim it and say it's a sort of gift, or like this formula and such is a gift of sorts to the Emperor in exchange, in like intimate that it's an exchange for maybe minor, sort of a minor title, and then support for the Emperor in expeditions we go on, like to the black hole, and then Adrima. Possibly some armed support if he wants to test this drug in the field, which we would be happy to take a few men on board for, if he has some fine fighters in mind. Does that make any sense?
Kind of. A little bit disjointed, but I think I can pull apart that obviously the give it as a gift to the Emperor that's pretty clear.
Yes.
The exchange for a minor title is also that's also easy and clear. The support for the Emperor in expeditions is where things get a little bit less clear. So let me ask some pointed questions. Are you wanting to take a handful of Shinobu persons? We'll get into the details of those persons later. Onto the ship to be part of the expeditions in the name of the Emperor?
Yeah, sure. We could use some actual experienced personnel, provided they're willing to not be. Well, the Emperor in general, or the Empire in general, seems to not really care what goes on outside its borders, so I'm not really too worried there. So yeah, some experienced personnel, both mostly military personnel, but we wouldn't mind technical expertise as well.
Okay. And what rights or privileges would you see these personnel having? Would they be able to claim some discovery for the Emperor and take that back to Shinobu?
We'd have to discuss that in detail.
We would have to discuss that in detail. We're at 3 o'clock, so
Instead of like specifically having people come with us, can we just call in strikes? Future strikes.
how do you mean?
Like I don't know, they give us a phone number and, you know, maybe one of us gets arrested. And, we call the number and they send in some ninjas to free us.
Yeah, why not?
Targeted strikes.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, putting it on in those terms might be a good idea. Like, we're planning to get involved with some things in the future, and we would very much like the Emperor's assistance should it become necessary, or the Empire's assistance should it become necessary.
That is outside the scope of this value.
Okay.
They're willing to.
Damn.
They're not turning that away completely, but you would need to sweeten the deal with something that would give them incentive to get involved in foreign affairs. That is the barrier that you are facing here. They don't want to be involved outside of the League of Autonomous Worlds. until they're ready to be involved in affairs outside the League of Autonomous Worlds. At that point, it will most likely be military operations. Is the general gist of the mood.
Let's see.
Um,
Well,
to give you a
we
little bit
could.
more information, one of the only reasons that they're even willing to buy this is it does sound like they have some expansion ideas.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit! Are we allying ourselves with the imperialist scum?
Well, it's either the imperialist scum or the corporate scum,
Yeah. Well.
or the imperial corporatist scum. There's basically only scum here. It's scum all the way down.
Oh, that's what you get when you never clean the pond.
Yeah. Maybe just going for some minor titles and then aiming for some sort of minor title and then maybe intimating that we would like the Emperor's support on the expeditions in the future, possibly.
Okay, but no personnel transfer.
Not at this stage, no. Though we might be interested in that in the future.
All right, so minor title and a invitation to a discussion, not invitation to the actually just receiving them, but an invitation to discuss assistance with some future expedition.
Yes.
Okay. You get the intimation that they they will assess your expedition request on its merits and also how how much it involves them in outside affairs on a case by case basis, and they are absolutely retaining the right to say no, this is too much.
Okay. It's fine. Like even just having some leverage in terms of favors over them is probably more useful than 65,000 credits.
Discuss involvement in future expeditions.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So this is basically buying goodwill.
Yep. Which for some research data seems pretty great to me.
Okay.
Especially since I don't think they ask for exclusivity.
They do want exclusivity. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, whatever. That's fine.
Yeah, they want to be the only people, the only soldiers out there with this drug.
Yeah, that's fine.
Except for us. We also get to make it for us.
Well, we're not selling it, so.
Okay.
Right.
I just want to make sure.
Oh, hello, music.
Oh God, we're in a battle now. Ah!
Katanas are drawn. An old man has leapt upon a table. He shouts something in Sengoku.
And then we cut to next week. Actually, do we play next week?
Yes,
Yeah,
we do.
Yes, we do.
That is still loud. That I turned it down a lot, and it's still loud.
But yeah,
I mean,
I think buying goodwill here is good.
It's a fanfare. It's going to be loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like a good plan. Cool. It's been real. I got to go.
All right.
But wait, what titles did we get?
That will have to be decided over the course of a week by me.
Lame.
You're a baron.
Okay.
See ya.
Bye.
Later, Xander. There was something I wanted to do in wrap up, but I can't remember what that was now.
Oh. Well.
Likewise, I've entirely forgotten what I wanted to say.
Whoops.
Let me just go ahead and gain that 1 XP. That puts me at 45.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say that in response to Xander, who's no longer here, the exclusivity is only for the formula. They basically just, they're trusting you not to sell it to anyone else.
Yeah.
But
Makes sense.
But you already have it. You can obviously manufacture, however much you need. They might take exception if you manufactured like 1,000 doses and then sold that to somebody else.
Yeah, but I'm not really planning on doing that, so
Right.
whatever.
So in that regard, you can actually consider what you've negotiated to be worth about 650,000, because tend to look at exclusivity as about times 10.
Right.
Like at the best case.
Right. Which, fine.
You have reminded me of the thing.
Yes.
We actually can't retire with this amount of money.
No?
Not really. Well, we could if we were looking for a common or good lifestyle, but anything more than that, we can survive for a few years.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I'm only going off of my numbers, but 230 days at Peerless, or like 3 years at Elite.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's not much retiring.
I mean, you can live good for a long time though.
25 years.
Yeah.
Still not a lifetime.
Alright, I wrote title and favors in UIS for 650,000 credits. That'll do.
Okay. Do you want to take a minute or two and get yourselves out of the system before we end? Or do you just want to wait
Yeah,
till
might
next
as well.
week?
Well, yeah. We're just going to be jumping over to Lamiere next, aren't we?
Trying to pull that up, but I got distracted. Alright, sectors, load. So the jump from here to March is, yeah, it's 1 hex.
3 hex.
Well, it's +1 from the distance. What I meant to say.
I assume we can get a rudder from here, right?
Yeah. And it's hiding and seeking. There we go. The rudder's not less than a month old. It is less than a year old, though. So the difficulty is going to be 8. It means that a check does have to be made.
Okay. Well, I haven't used my knowledge thing this session, so I might as well know my way there.
Okay.
Yeah, them good old metaspace currents. Gonna ride them all the way to March.
Okay. That'll do. And so that's +1 day for reaching the transition zone. That is 18 divided by 3, so, well, 6 days. Plus 6 days for the journey. When you arrive in March space, or at the March transition zone, you will have new news.
When we arrive in March, it will be April.
Yep. Right. Anybody else have anything to do before we close out the session?
I think we're good.
Oh, I'm muted.
Oh.
I just needed how many days have passed total? So I can
Um.
track my recovery and other projects. I'm
Uh.
assuming I can't work while I'm.
Oh, I'm sure somebody will make you work.
Wow.
Mm.
Because it was essentially 2 strains, so it's 2 weeks, right?
Mm-hmm. Or 2 days.
No,
Maybe
he was
2
talking
weeks.
about the
I think it's
penalty.
2 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's well, it's a week per 10,000 credits is what it
Oh,
is.
right. It's based on cost. So that's round up or down? Up, right?
Down.
Oh, okay. In that case, it should be 3 weeks.
Okay.
For me.
So you got 2 more weeks.
Yeah.
Am I able to work on drones and stuff like that while I'm recovering, or?
Yeah. You just have a -1 to all of your work.
But that doesn't. There's no skill check on that, so.
No, it's just a narrative thing.
Okay. Yeah, I'd probably fumble and drop things every now and then.
And Nox, what was the total cost of your cyberware?
Still muted? No, I believe 30K.
Okay.
I will triple check because the 2 that I got weren't very expensive. Pen Spectral is 15 and Ghost Stalker is 15, so 30K.
Okay. So Charlie has the same penalty, -1 to all skill checks. Should also be -2 to attack rolls, but it didn't come up last time, so I didn't have to think about it last time. Probably won't come up this time. Um, but at the very least, it is -1 to skill checks for 3 weeks, and you have just spent 7 days in transit, so you've got 2 weeks left.
And Nemesis got the drone control link and the Ghost Talker, right?
Correct. It also means I get 1 drone done, which is the first security drone. I got my observation drone.
And we did get the ship's locker thrown together, right?
Yeah.
Next security drone. You're a sleeper. Sleepers are also more durable. Well, I think they have 1 less AC and 3 more hit points, but you know.
And Nox, did you say that Charlie has gained a level?
Just an experience point.
Okay.
I was under the impression that the session had ended 8 minutes ago.
Yeah, close enough. I'll go ahead and officially end it here. Guys, for playing.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for running it.